and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Greene.
I'm Sean Crawley.
And we're not alone. We've got Paul. Sorry, Shaylee. Paul, how are you tonight?
Very good.
Lovely?
Very excited. Lovely new ideas as well.
Excited. The most amazing snack maker for a microwave.
It is. Anyone who owns a microwave really needs the Micro Munch because it turns your microwave into a superheated grill in a matter of minutes. And you can do so many wonderful things and amazing toasted sandwiches as well.
And it makes it crispy. You'll be amazed how it works when you get your Micro Munch home. And it's a brilliant deal. It's £25 for one, but if you go for two, you get an extra discount. Automatically at checkout, you get two for £45. We're cooking away in the microwaves behind us. There's your colour options.
Choice of three colours.
Yeah.
You've got to be really quick if you want to go for that orange. We have got the charcoal. We have got the red as well. The deal is phenomenal, but do go for two. Whether you keep one for yourself, give one as a gift. Whether you keep one at home, have one at work. All of a sudden, you can make toasted sandwiches at work in a caravan.
In the microwave.
While you're glamping, as long as you've got a microwave. And look
at this.
Microwaves don't make things brown. They don't make things crispy. But they do when you've got the Micro Munch.
That's perfect, isn't it?
You know what? The clean-up, the non-stick is so good. It just comes away clean every single time. And it is, it is so good.
And we've got so many things we're going to cook for you. That's the amazing thing.
Yeah, you just put your ordinary bread in there, like so. You give it a couple of sprays of spray oil, and that's it. And it comes out super toasty, super gorgeous.
Toasted sandwiches and instant. Perhaps you've just come in from a night out. Perhaps it's a burger you want. You could even do a burger.
Well, this selection of foods in front of us, we're going to be cooking throughout the show.
Fish and asparagus on its own. You might be wanting to do like a chicken burger.
Bacon
oh my goodness,
sausages.
I can't wait for the cauliflower steak.
Oh yeah, cauliflower steak.
Oh my, picky bits like your Chinese starters and
your
things.
greens, your vegetables.
Fish fingers. Whether it's for you living on your own and it's just going to save you using loads of pots and pans and different things, or whether it's for the grandkids because they're going to think you're the best grandparents when you get toasted sandwiches and burgers.
Or fish fingers or chicken nuggets. Go to the website and check everything out on the website. But the item number you need is right there on your screen. There it is, right on the front page. Two for £45, remember. £25 for one or two for £45.
And whether it's hash browns, bacon, you're grilling in here. So you can do your fish fingers, you can do your burgers, your chicken nuggets. Choose your colours. Go for two because you've got the extra saving. But grab it whilst the stock is there. We have terribly busy nights when we have Micro Munch, and the more you watch and the more you discover, the more you can do in the Micro Munch, the more the stock disappears.
It really is. It's such a versatile bit of kit. So whichever colours you want to choose from, you can mix and match the colours. You can have two of the same colours, buy one for you, one for a family member, but two for £45. You get that extra discount. Now, if you've not shopped with us before, 673-983 is the item number, and there's your colour options to choose from. Paul, it really is that perfect toasted sandwich.
Oh, it is.
But everything else.
And everything else. We've even got our wonderful...
There's more coming.
Cauliflower.
Wait till you see this.
Now, you were saying how you've just come back from holiday and you saw this in a restaurant.
In America, they love cauliflower steak. It's so expensive. Look at that.
Cauliflower steak. Brilliant.
Now, all I did was spray it with some spray oil, and then I just used some all-purpose seasoning on the top, or some chili, or some onion salt, stuff like that.
Paprika on
Paprika, and it is so delicious. The smell, I cannot believe I'm salivating over a cauliflower steak. You know,
it's the first product that's ever got you excited
fresh air.
over vegetables. Hugely busy already. It's really great to have your company this morning. Remember, go for the two because you do get an extra saving. Do email in. Perhaps you've got ideas of a toasted sandwich recipe.
Yes.
If we've got the ingredients,
we'll cook it,
we'll
won't
make it for you.
Yeah.
And remember, most things done in about 4 minutes. It's so quick and so easy.
So studio@shopontv.co.uk, or when you're on the homepage, there's a little message box. You can put your requests or your hellos through on there. 673-983 is the item number. Choose which colours you want to go for, but remember, it's not just toasted sandwiches.
No.
Bacon, sausages, fish, halloumi.
The salmon is amazing, and you can do salmon and asparagus in there together. The lemons even come out charcoal grilled. Honestly, you will absolutely love this to use every day of the week, and the quality of it is quite incredible. So stay with us. We've got so much to show, and this is something I think you'll use every single day. Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to ITV, STV already with us. It's great to have your company. I'm Hayley.
I'm Sean.
Together with Shaylee, but we're Shaylee Paul today because we've got Paul with us. And our incredible, I think one of our best-selling kitchen products.
Definitely.
The Micro Munch.
The Micro Munch is a toasted sandwich maker for the microwave. So you can do a toasted sandwich, but you can also do things like fish, burgers, spring rolls, fish fingers, chicken nuggets. You can do them all in the microwave.
Hash browns, bacon. Do you fancy a bacon sandwich? If you just come in and you want a burger in an instant, you're making your microwave into a grill. Like you won't believe it. It's so easy, but it's so effective, isn't it?
You know, when you actually look what it can do, it takes, so if I just look at this, I've just sprayed it a couple of things.
Okay.
Then you put your bread on it, like so, and then you can make your toasted sandwich in literally about 3.5 to 4 minutes.
In the
depending
microwave?
on the strength of your microwave.
And it's,
these plates get to 270
this is
degrees.
the secret, isn't it? Because it's not the microwave that's doing the cooking, it's actually the plates that are heated up by the microwave, and they then brown and toast and grill your food.
So this is our meatball sandwich here that we're doing. And again,
Whatever
when
sandwich
you
you
think
fancy.
what you pay in these, you know, sandwich shops and stuff like that.
Yes.
Quite a lot. So I'll just pop that in there like that. It's easy as this. And then all you do is pop it on. You can flip it after 2 minutes.
Okay,
if you want,
halfway through.
depending on the microwave. And what you've got here is you've got your Micro Munch. It's incredibly encapsulated. You've got really good quality soft silicone, so it's very easy to clean, dishwasher safe, and then you get perfect results every
If you want perfect results and quality, it's the Micro Munch that you want to go
that's
for.
very, very important. When we look at the Micro Munch, and we'll talk you around it, the silicone is really great quality. The metal and the non-stick is superb quality, and we've got a great deal. 1 for 25, 2 for 45 automatically at checkout.
Now, when you actually look at this,
that.
can you see when you squidge it?
Nice.
This is
What's
our
in that one?
beef Stilton and pickled red onion.
Oh my
gosh.
All your leftovers. It could be a Sunday
and again,
dinner leftover.
the clean-up is just
toasty.
nothing. You can pop it in the dishwasher, but you can see it does really wipe clean. And again, I really cannot stress enough the quality. I've shown you different ones, haven't I? And the quality of the Micro Munch one, it doesn't
There's no
scorch.
comparison.
There is just no comparison in the build
You know,
quality.
we use these time and time again, constantly throughout the shows, and they all still look brand new. So it's Micro Munch you want to go for. Remember, if you're going for 2, you have got 2 for £45. Whether you're getting one for yourself, one as a gift, or whether you're keeping one for yourself at home and taking one into work. All of a sudden at work, lots of workplaces don't have toasters, but now you can do your own toasted sandwiches.
You're not allowed toasters, but look at this. Oh, we've got a piece of salmon, some asparagus.
A complete meal. Don't forget, these plates, in a matter of minutes, get to 270 degrees. It even caramelizes the lemon. So for meals, can you imagine as well taking this to work, maybe where you haven't got, you know, you've only got access to a
cooking
microwave?
facilities apart from a microwave.
And perhaps you're, you know, cooking just for one, and you get bored of getting a pan out to do veg. You get bored of, you know, doing a whole dinner on different utensils in the kitchen and it taking so long. In 4 minutes, we're going to virtually have a whole dinner there with the actual fish and the asparagus.
And when you see how it cooks it through, you'll be amazed.
Absolutely.
Now, this is a burger.
Oh, look at it
can you show me the one before?
Yeah.
So this was actually an Aberdeen Angus one. And again, from a health point of view, you can see how much oil's come out of it.
Yeah, and
too.
it's
That's
raised
a good point.
as well,
yeah.
So I'll just pop that one on there.
You can see the fats come away.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Perfect. Now, my sister's husband, David, works nights. And so he comes in, he always comes in starving. And he always puts a burger on now because it's done in 4 minutes and that's it.
And
Well,
it's crisp.
So easy.
You might have bought a burger on the way home tonight. Perhaps you're just in. How much was that burger? You could have done your own burger in just around about 4 minutes. It's phenomenal. We're massively busy and busiest as well. You all seem to be doubling up. Whether you want to go for the same colour options or whether you want to go for different colour options, whether you're going to keep one for yourself, give one as a gift. You have got the choice of the orange, the charcoal and the red. The orange, though, lowest in stock and is one of the busiest.
So 673-983, the website is the place where you will see all the deals that we've got available on the show for you. So you've got 3 colours to choose from. 673-893. Click on the Micro Munch and then you'll be given the options of colours that we have available for you. We've got orange, we've got red, red, and we've got charcoal. Add 2 to your basket and you'll automatically get an extra discount. And if you add in 4 or 6, you'll only pay 1 postage. So if you're thinking of Easter gifts,
Great
these would be
gift
great
ideas.
for.
Actually, I've got some really great 5-star reviews and emails from people from previous shows. And people have bought them as presents. And over Christmas, so many people bought them as Christmas gifts. If you've got a brother or a sister, you know, loves toasted sandwiches. But the great thing is, so much more than a toasted sandwich. Do your hash browns, do your bacon, wait till you see that salmon. It cooks the salmon just so beautifully. But I know we're going to have a busy night. Do double up. Most of you doing exactly that. And remember, it is the Micro Munch. This is all about quality. This is all about a product that you can use time and time and time and time again. And you know you've got the best quality.
Yeah.
The outer, the actual silicone is phenomenal. And then that metal plate is, you know, such great quality.
Really solid, great non-stick that you've got there. So the cleaning is brilliant as well. And you'll do things like vegetables that you would never think of doing.
Because you think about toasted sandwiches, but put your asparagus in. We've just done an actual cauliflower. We've done so many things that are absolutely phenomenal in here. And when you are cooking, you know, and you're thinking, what can I do? It's not just a toasted sandwich. Do a burger, do your bacon, do your vegetables, do your hash browns.
And get that crispness, that brownness that you wouldn't ever imagine out of a microwave. That's because it heats up the plates to a fantastic heat, so you get the crispness. Some microwaves you can turn it over halfway through, but it's trial and error, isn't it?
Yeah, majority of microwaves, most things will be cooked in about 4 minutes, unless you're doing something frozen, then you'll cook it for longer. But you can, some microwaves you'll feel it's better if you turn it over 2 minutes in. Some microwaves you'll actually think, no, it's fine as it is. We're busy. It's really great to have your company. Hand on heart, I really do think this is one of our best kitchen products, because it's one of those things that you might think, well, it's a bit like a gadget, but it's not. You are going to use this every day. Take it into work. You could do your sandwich in here.
Yeah.
Take it in your bag and put it in the microwave at work, and that is because how much is a toasted sandwich?
Well, when you go and shop on the high street and go for a toasted sandwich, in fact, we've got some comparisons actually to show you what you pay at some of those high street retailers.
Yeah.
And just a regular ham and cheese toastie we're talking about. So if you think about how much you pay for these toasties, how quick that would pay for your Micro Munch.
Yeah, it pay for itself. And how often do you buy these toasted sandwiches? And they're always a bit soggy on the bottom. They're not toasted like they are in our Micro Munch. Starbucks, you can see there, £6.15 for a cheese and ham toastie. So quickly this all paid for itself. Cafe Nero again, £5.50. Pret a Manger, £4.70. Costa Coffee, £4.45. And I know sometimes that I have when we're out and about, but I'll get a toasty sandwich, and all of a sudden you get it out the bag and it's got a soggy bottom. Yeah. It's not a crispy toasty sandwich.
It's great. It gives you that perfect finish. So 673983, just choose which colours you want to go for. 1 for 25, 2 automatically. You get a further £5 off.
Remember, vegetables, bacon, so many other things. Now we're busy on a few things. You're shopping ahead of us on the website, shopontvlive.co.uk, and of course we've got Paul with us. So we could not have Paul and not have Paul's fabulous books, and we've got a great deal on these.
Yeah, we've got a triple pack of Paul's air fryer recipe books. So if you've got an air fryer at home and you want a little bit of inspiration, you're going to get 3 recipe books for £15. They've got starters, they've got mains, they've got desserts, all kinds of recipes that you'd never think of doing in an air fryer. Well, it gives you great inspiration.
There's coronation chicken, there's soup. In one of the books you'll find actually in 2 of the books there's over 60 pages. In the 3rd book there's over 90, and virtually a recipe on every single page. And you'll find there's recipes for vegans, vegetarians, and like Sean says, you've got every sort of course of your dinner, even desserts out of an air fryer. If you know someone that loves their air fryer, it's a great gift idea. But I always think it's really lovely if you're just a little bit stuck on meals, and you do tend to have the same food on a Friday. You always have fish, you always have chicken on a Monday, but the same chicken. It'll give you loads of inspiration, so grab those while the stock is there. Put everything into one basket. If you spend over £30, you've got PayPal Pay in 3, so it's well worth ordering other items, so you fill that basket spender.
Yeah, spread the cost interest-free if you're paying online. But we've gone back to the Micro Munch. It's absolutely flying out of the door. That perfect sandwich, and this is what you'll use it for, I think, straight away. away. A ham and cheese toastie is the kind of thing that you would cook pretty much every week, isn't it? So to get this kind of result with the Micro Munch, cooking in the microwave, getting that crispness, getting that perfect toasty.
And it's the speed, isn't it? And this could be at work, this could be glamping, this could be in your caravan, and you get those results so quickly, so easy. And like you say, time and time and time again. But look at all the food. It's not just toasted sandwiches, burgers. We've got chicken burgers. We do fish, salmon and vegetables. It's phenomenal. What have you got for us?
It really is, isn't it? I'm just going to put something in a second.
What have you got?
So here we've got our chicken burger.
Ooh,
now, again, you look at the price of those sandwiches. I was looking at a chicken burger just from, you know, like a service station, £8 or £9.
Yeah, and perhaps you've just come in from a night out and you fancied a chicken burger, or you've bought a chicken burger or a regular burger. You could be making that as soon as you get in the house and it's ready in 4 minutes.
So we always start with the Micro Munch with toasted sandwiches, but such a variety of food you can use in it.
Oh, well, we've done so much already.
Yeah.
But this is always Swiss steaming.
Cauliflower
I can't wait to try this. Our cauliflower steak. Now, can you imagine?
That is such a favourite now, cauliflower steak.
Very trendy.
Slide it on there. I know it is. It's so beautiful.
That's
and
cool.
it's char grilled.
When you try a bit, I've left some knives and forks there.
Lovely.
Just for you to try, because you cannot believe how tasty this is.
It's like barbecued, finished.
It is. It's like barbecue.
It looks
Get in there, Hayley. Get a taste. It's smoky.
Delicious.
That looks
perfectly cooked and perfectly
cooked.
Just wonderful. So this is so much more. I'll take it back to basics.
Yep.
So, what did you put on that, by the way?
I put some,
so nice.
It was some multi-purpose seasoning, you know, multi-purpose seasoning, you know, with different spices and garlic salt in. So I just want to talk about, because unless it's got Micro Munch on it, it's not a Micro Munch.
It's not the quality that we're talking.
No, I've tried others because you know what I'm like. I like to go into the ends of everything. This has got really wonderful, flexible silicone. That's very easy to put back together again. You have to look out for that, or else it's not. I don't believe it is the
original
quality.
Micro Munch.
No, I've tried others. They get scorch marks, and that was after the first go. Where we use these time and time again, and they
still
stay
do.
like fantastic.
And then we go to the plates, Paul, because
the plates are fantastic quality as well.
The non-stick,
really nice and strong. The non-stick is phenomenal, and that will get to 270 degrees, so it needs to be really good quality. And that will do your chicken burgers, your regular burgers, your sausages. Do you know what I had for lunch today? Hand on heart.
He was very excited about it.
I am not a person who eats lots of cabbage and things like that, you know, you can tell. But my friend Debbie Jones, actually, a presenter I used to work with years ago, was telling me how she loves a sweetheart cabbage and she grills it. And I thought, I'm going to try it in the Micro Munch. And do you know what? It was so delicious. I showed you the picture. I actually took a picture of it on my phone and sent it to my sister. You've got to do this, because it made it so delicious. For your bacon sandwich, mushrooms on toast. The kids get in and they want some chicken nuggets.
And chicken nuggets will be crispy, won't they? They won't be soggy.
They will be crispy. This is the beauty, because what's cooking it is the heat, which is just phenomenal.
Is that the heat on the plate, isn't it? So if you put those into a microwave, you know they're not going to brown, they're not going to cook. But because they're in the Micro Munch, it turns your microwave into a grill. The microwave heats the plates, and the plates browns your food to perfection, honestly.
And I must say, if you do like a burger and then you want to put some cheese on it, you can open it up and put some cheese on the burger, and then not put the top in, just put it back in the microwave on that for 30 seconds to melt the cheese.
Melt the cheese.
So you don't have to worry about using both plates at the same time. Now here I've got some cheese, some pork, tomato and pickled red onion. All you do is you spray the plates in a couple of 1-cal spray if you want, or you can butter it. Then you pop that on there like so. Pop that on there and then put it, depending on the power of your microwave, between 3 and 5 minutes. You can flip it halfway after 2, depending on the microwave. I found with those two, I don't need to flip. With that one, I does. So it just depends.
So trial and error,
on the
really. You
microwave.
test your microwave, and you might find you don't need to flip it at all.
And it depends on your wattage as well on your microwave. There's a little guide that comes with it as well.
And if you are cooking things like meats, chicken and burgers and things, just check it's cooked all the way through, like you would do when you cook it in any sort of fashion. But you are going to be blown away with how much you can do. halloumi in here is amazing.
Oh, it's
isn't it?
wonderful. The salmon steak, which I've got in the middle one.
Brilliant.
Now to show you.
Oh, look
I
at
did
this.
some brown bread here to show you as well.
That's a toast.
That was our toasted. Was it
Out of
our
the microwave.
meatball one that I did there? I think.
Oh,
I
it was a
think it
meatball
was a meatball
sandwich.
Yes,
one.
yes, I'm
nice.
remembering today. God, I must have. Yeah, it's all that cabbage I had for lunch.
If you have got any ideas or recipes that you want to see if we can do a sandwich for you, we can email in. And
Nice and
if we've
crisp.
got the ingredients, we will absolutely try and do it. That looks
Meatball,
fantastic.
tomato sauce, and cheese. Yum. But again, like when you look at the what you pay in these certain places, and you can do it there. Oh,
Well, we were looking at just
look
cheese and
that.
ham, and cheese and ham was like £6, £5,
Yeah.
just for one toastie. This will pay for itself in an instant, especially when it makes them so well. Whether it's for you, whether you're thinking about the grandkids, the kids when they come in from school, instantly, because I bet some of you have got the old cheese toasties or the
toasty
toasties.
makers, yeah.
But they're a hassle to clean, aren't they?
Well,
You've
if
got
they
to
have
get them out.
fixed plates as well.
They always seem to explode as well,
And you
don't
have to
they?
chisel the cheese off, don't you?
Whereas this, the results are phenomenal. And because you can alter the depth of it,
Yeah.
you can use your bloomer bread and things. And different
Exactly,
breads,
thick or
can't
thin,
you?
it all goes in, no problem. Now, can you imagine saying a complete meal virtually?
Yes.
Now, you know, like where you buy these packets of rice? Well, this was just a vegetable rice. And then here, now, what would you pay for this in a restaurant? I know in my restaurant we'd probably charge £15.
Oi!
So
Yeah,
this is our
look at-
salmon,
Yeah.
caramelised lemon. There you go.
I think some
which
people
is so
struggle
soft,
with
wonderful.
cooking fish, and it cooks. Look at
this
that.
is so
It's-
soft.
Oh, that's going to flake.
That is
so
going to
nice.
flake. I'm going to let you
Really
flake it.
Can't it?
Oh,
There
good
you go.
service.
Then we've got our grilled asparagus there.
And that was it all
And then
in one
look at
munchie.
that pepper and a wee pepper. Look at this.
Now,
Wow, hundreds of you now.
hundreds already going
Please
for it. My
check
word.
your baskets. Oh my word, you're joking. Now, we had the biggest stock we've ever had. Are you ready for
did.
this?
Go on.
And I thought it'd be well into the show before we had a stock update because we sell out so often. 10% nearly
my goodness.
of our stock has sold out and gone. Please check your baskets through. You will not be disappointed.
Make sure you get the colours you want. Remember, you've got 3 colours to choose from. You've got red, you've got orange, and you've got charcoal. We're putting another toasted sandwich in.
Yeah,
now.
our tuna melts.
That's where it starts, I think, isn't it, Paul? With the toasted sandwich, and then the variety, burgers, spring rolls, and party food.
I think you'll use it every day of the week.
That'll be crispy.
Yeah? You're crisping in your microwave in around about 4 minutes for
And
most
browning
things.
as well.
Some great reviews we've had. Such a brilliant product. Can't recommend this enough to my friends. It makes the best corned beef and red onion toastie I've ever
Lovely.
tasted.
Oh, I nearly bought corned beef today.
We'll try that next time. I've just bought one of these as a wedding present for my cousin and her
Great.
husband, and they're going to be made up. And then lots of people as well bought them for Christmas, and you actually used them over Christmas and did the pigs in blankets.
Oh, yeah, great
Which
for
we've
that.
done, which
Oh,
are
yes,
lovely, aren't
pigs
they?
in
I like
blankets.
just the little cocktail sausages heated up
Yeah.
in these. They taste so much nicer.
And with bacon, I thought, oh, well, it's not going to be crispy. And
The bacon's delicious.
It is, isn't it? Obviously, like I do it with maple cured bacon at home, and it comes out so crispy.
Nice.
But if it's just regular bacon, you might have to do it like another 30 seconds or a minute longer to evaporate the steam. To make
Okie
it
dokes.
crispy.
Fabulous. Top tip.
I love crispy
Another one here. Now, hi, guys. So that's just the bacon. We're going to put that bacon in as it is, as simple as that. You've sprayed the plates with a little bit of oil.
Yeah, yeah.
Ready to go. In the microwave. And for how long?
That's 4.5 minutes.
4.5
And then you can
minutes.
always check it and put it in for a bit longer if
Okay.
it's not, you know. Like with anything that you cook on a regular stove or whatever, always check that it's obviously cooked.
Brilliant.
So this is another review that we had. Just caught your programme on TV. This was a couple of shows ago, and I was blown away with the Micro Munch. In 3 minutes that I logged on, created an account and bought 2
There
and
you
paid
go.
for them. How great is that? These Micro Munches are going to change the way my wife and I prepare and cook food. So versatile, time-saving and energy-saving.
Yes,
Tony
because you're not
says.
having the oven on for
Yeah.
hours, are you? It's just a few minutes in
It's
the
a really good
microwave.
point, isn't it?
Great point.
It is a massive, massive point. When you think these watts, these microwaves here are 800 watts. So I think that means it's about 1100. So that for a whole hour of cooking in a microwave is about 27p.
So,
Now, you only do it for 3 or 4 minutes, so it's pennies.
so
Where if you put your oven on,
Yeah.
which may be 3 kilowatts, so that's 90p an hour.
And then you've got to
So
warm it
if
up.
you've got
Yeah.
to warm it up, you know, you aren't...
takes
you know,
about 20 minutes to do that, doesn't it?
Exactly,
Before
yeah.
you put the food in.
Yeah.
And if
So
the kids are starving,
the
it's ready in 4
difference
minutes.
is incredible.
I think it'll stop you snacking as well, because sometimes when you fancy something, when you're waiting for ages for it to cook, you open a packet
You
of
eat
crisps
something
or
else.
don't you? Whereas because this is so quick, virtually by the time you put it in, you're ready to go
Yeah.
in 4
You've
minutes.
got your plate out
Those
and
things
your-
are done.
Now,
Your
we've still
side
got to
bit.
flake our salmon in a minute.
Yes, because that
So we'll
salmon
move
looks
that out
amazing.
of the way. We, now, this is the chicken burger, a southern fried chicken burger. And
Oh,
look.
look at that.
Look at that.
So could that be like, do you think we could do a chicken Kiev sort of thing in
yeah,
there?
you could, yeah, quite
Fabulous.
easily.
It's great. I mean, look at the
the
depth
size,
of that.
yes.
That's not a
Our
skinny-
director's going,
wonderful,
that's not
isn't it?"
small, that chicken burger.
That's not a skinny chicken
It's
burger.
clever, isn't it, how it hinges?
Do you see how quick you can pay for these?
Yeah.
Because we went, I came down from Cambridge tonight, and there was 2 of us, and we bought 2 chicken burgers, and admittedly there was chips and a drink with it, but it come to £23.
Yeah.
And you think, whoa.
It will.
Yeah.
It'll pay for itself very much in an instant. I say in a week. You know,
Yeah.
a couple of toasted
Couple of
sandwiches,
times, yeah.
a couple of dinners. Do your salmon. The salmon is absolutely.
can we break it
beautiful.
Oh, are you going to
Show?
flake
Yeah,
the
let me
And
salmon?
again, the asparagus in here, it really does it to perfection.
And I think lots of people, my mum cannot cook asparagus. She really struggles with it. Whereas actually in the micro munch, it's so easy. Now you're ready
Get
for
ready.
this.
Oh, look.
I mean, just cook.
just,
perfectly,
and
isn't it?
especially when you steam it with the lemon,
Look.
Yeah.
you get that infusion of the
infuses
lemon because it kind of,
flavours.
oh, it
When
is
it
just
charcoal sort of grills the
phenomenal.
lemon, it is
Now,
absolutely
if you want it like
delicious.
that, you know that this isn't any old food. They do honey salmon. So when you've done it like that, just put a drizzle of honey over it. Oh my goodness! If you have it cold on a salad the next day, wow.
Oh, I bet that is beautiful.
Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Now, this was our, I think, was it our tuna melt or our pork one?
can't remember.
I can't remember. But you can see how, can you hear how crispy that is?
Out of the microwave.
Out
You made a
of the
toasted
microwave.
sandwich. And you can't do that
No.
unless you've got a micro munch.
The fact it browns and crisps, it gives you that perfect finish. But not just on toasted sandwiches, on burgers, on sausages, Paul's going to do in a little
look
while.
at
Oh, look at that.
How
was that one?
perfect is
Nobody
that? That
can
was our
remember.
pork and cheese and
Oh, that
tomato.
was the mixture one, wasn't it? And that's the great thing. You can look in the fridge and whatever you've got, make a toasty
Let's
out of
try it, yeah.
Or if you've got a salmon, a burger, a chicken Kiev, some Chinese starters, some little pork sausages.
And I cannot stress the different veggies as well.
Oh, the
My
veg
sister, Kerry,
amazing.
she's blessed her, she's losing weight at the moment because she's on a strict diet. So for stuff like this, where you can really fill yourself up on veggies, like, you know, your cauliflower steaks and your...
And it adds flavour, doesn't
And
it?
it adds so much flavour.
Because Paul isn't a big veg eater until now.
The cauliflower cheese is gorgeous.
And what will you like about the cabbage?
I will cook that in a minute. The cabbage, can you believe cabbage? I'm
Honestly.
raving on about cabbage. I don't
Whoever
rave
thought
about
that would
cabbage.
happen?
You've
Look
got
at that.
a cabbage body.
When we cook that, it'll be amazing.
Honestly.
But it's not just cabbage.
Delicious.
It's all your different
All of it.
vegetables. Asparagus, carrots are brilliant in here as well.
Yeah, you could do the roasted honey carrots, couldn't you, in this, like the Christmassy ones?
Yeah,
or
with-
parsnips
again with honey.
we've done in here.
Or you could mix
as well.
it, couldn't you? Carrots and parsnips.
You could, yeah. And honestly, the flavour and the way it cooks is absolutely how it browns, even puts the lines into the food as well. Just using a little bit of that spray oil, so really healthy as well. So, you know, the 1 calorie spray.
Yes, yeah, you're not adding loads of butter if you don't want to. Just spray the plates with that 1 cal spray. The non-stick on there is superb, and the quality, we can't reiterate enough with Micro Munch, the quality of the silicone silicone on the outside and then those plates on the inside.
When
with
you think we
fabulous
use
non-stick.
ours time and time and time again, show after show after show after show, and they all still
look like new.
Like new. They do go into the dishwasher, but there's no need. They wipe clean so easily, honestly. But try the veg. You will be blown away. Toasted sandwiches amazing, burgers amazing, hash browns,
yes,
bacon. We're going to create so many amazing
We're having a bacon
breakfast,
sandwich in a minute.
lunches and dinners, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
across the board. It's not just snacks. Even though we call it a snack maker, you can do so. You saw Paul
We
do
did the
that
whole
salmon
dinner,
steak
didn't we? That
just there.
salmon was it flaked like perfection.
Perfectly cooked.
And I think sometimes a lot of people struggle with salmon, and we did
Fish.
salmon
I
and
can't cook fish.
asparagus, and it just cooked so nicely. Choose your colour option. You've got the option. Remember, that stock is absolutely flying. We're busy on every colour. Charcoal is the favourite. However, the orange is the most vulnerable because we've got lower stock, and you are absolutely loving it. One for £25, but best to double up.
Yeah, most definitely. 673983 is the item number. Put 2 in your basket and you'll automatically get another £5 discount. So buy one for yourself, buy one as a gift,
Or
buy
have
one
one-
for yourself and one for the holiday home.
Have one at home and have one that you take into
Take to work,
And
yes.
you could charge people to toast their sandwiches.
I don't know about that.
It would pay
I don't
for
know if
itself
that's
in
okay.
an instant, wouldn't it? Just charge them a
point of the
pound.
show. Busiest point of the show already.
And you could actually do your toasted sandwich. You could have it ready in there, all clipped down in your bag, just to throw into the microwave at work.
it's all ready,
Glamping, caravans for the grandchildren. But remember, honestly, it does so much more than toasted sandwiches. So stay with us. So versatile. Fish fingers, hash browns.
Oh, well, for the kids' lunches, how convenient and easy is this? And don't think that fish fingers aren't going to crisp. They will.
No,
This is the
in
great
a
thing, the
microwave.
finish on the microwave, because the plates get to such a temperature, it crisps whatever you're cooking in there. So to do a fish finger sandwich, imagine how long it takes you if you put the oven on, you heat up the big oven, then you've got to cook it. Oh, my word.
I mean, half time uses a grill, and that's always so messy,
That
isn't
goes
it? And that's a
everywhere,
right
yeah.
palaver. Then you probably use loads of tin foil. In about 4 minutes, in there, job done. And actually, fish finger sandwiches are so popular, aren't
Very
they?
gastro
Very
pub,
gourmet. But perhaps the kids are waiting for some food. The great thing is it's instant, so they don't start snacking. They don't want a biscuit first because virtually their food is on the table straight away.
Yeah, 673983. Remember, 3 colours to choose from. You can have 2 of the same colour. You can mix and match however you like. Charcoal, red and orange. All colours flying already. Hundreds of you already going for the offer we've got for you. Shopontvlive.co.uk is the easiest way to shop. I think we've probably got queues on the phones already. But if you do want to use the phone, 03333 241 241. Here's our website. When you go to the live show, click on the live show and it'll take you through to all the products that we've got. You'll see we've got our YouTube channel there. If you want to click and subscribe to YouTube for us, you can catch up on all the previous shows. You've got all of those fabulous recipe books, but the Micro Munch, just click on it, select your colours, add 2 to your basket and you get a further discount.
You've got a choice of all colours at the moment, so grab the 2 that you want. Keep one for yourself, use one as a gift, or buy 4 or buy 6. You won't pay any extra delivery, but grab them while the stock is there. Always flies, and my goodness, once you watch the show and you see how much you can do with this, you will wish you'd got one in your basket. Check your baskets through while the stock is available. But do check everything out on our website because we've got lots of different products that actually you're shopping ahead of us on the website. So we have got some really great items across our hour, but also across the whole of the website. There's over 700,000
Yeah, over 700,000 products in total. We've got, these are fantastic.
I want adult ones.
We do want adult ones of these. You can check everything out. And there will be products that you've never thought we would hold on our website. These are Luca by Louis, really unique baby tights, trousers.
Yeah, with feet.
Yeah,
so the
built
socks don't
in.
fall off.
Yeah.
We're absolutely, I love the little bums.
Loads
They're
of great
fabulous.
designs there.
But anything, check anything. There's books, if you like, perfumes. Honestly, if you're looking for gifts, look on our website. Go to our live hour and get our Micro Munch. Remember, it is the Micro Munch. We are talking quality. We're talking something that's going to last. You can use it time and time and time again, like we do throughout of all of our shows. And they all look brand new. Now, I can't believe, because we had such a big amount of
biggest stock we've done, yeah.
And we are approaching now
20% of the entire stock across
Honestly,
all
we
of the
had
colours.
so much stock, but great. Get it home, buy it as a gift. I think this will pay for itself in an instant. When you think if you were just going to make toasted sandwiches, and we're going to show you there's so much more.
Yeah.
But think about what you pay for a toasted sandwich. They can be £6, £5.
Well, we can show you actually a ham and cheese
in an instant,
toasted sandwich. If you buy it on the high street.
A plain old toasted
Yeah, just ham and cheese.
Really.
At Starbucks, over £6. At Cafe Nero, £5.50. At Pret a Manger, £4.70. At Costa Coffee, £4.45. Imagine 4 or 5 toasted sandwiches, and this has paid for itself.
Absolutely.
But you're not just going to do toasted sandwiches. You're going to do burgers and sausages and fish fingers and chicken nuggets.
Hash browns, you're going to do honey roasted carrots, you're going to do parsnips, broccoli, asparagus. We've done steak in there, we've done the fish fingers, waffles. We even did a one egg. Yeah, waffles for breakfast.
Oh, we did a one egg omelette.
We did a one egg omelette as well. If you've got any questions, do email in. If you're wondering, can you do that, let us know. If we've got the right ingredients, if you want us to make
we'll give it a go.
Toasted sandwich.
I say we, Paul will give it a go.
The royal we. Paul will give it a go. He's spinning around in our kitchen like he always is, making amazing things. So please do just email in. It's always great to hear from you.
Now, we just want to show you one other thing that you're already shopping for. We've got a great cheese mill, the gourmet cheese mill. Well, it's not just the cheese mill. It does so much in the kitchen. Now, it comes with 2 different blades, a coarse and a fine blade. It's just £20 for this. And when you see it in action, you'll be amazed how versatile it is, because you're not going to grate your fingers. You literally just go back and forth like a peppermint.
And it goes so well with our actual sort of snack maker, because you could be doing ingredients to go into your sandwich maker. Yeah, whether it's sandwiches or salads or jacket potatoes or pizza toppings or pasta toppings, it could be biscuits. You could be doing crackers in there. You could be doing chocolate to go on top of a cheesecake, and then you can do the actual base to the cheesecake. You can actually boil eggs and put eggs in there, and it makes the nicest,
for sandwiches.
Egg sandwiches. But you could do egg and cheese together if you like, nuts and biscuits together, which is amazing.
I'm doing breadcrumbs, just popping some crackers in there to get that perfect breadcrumb that you can see there. So great for all your hard cheeses. If you want to put sweet things in there, you can. Now, we're just hearing there are queues on the phone lines. Easiest way is to go to the website, whatever you're shopping for. If you can hang on the phone, if you want to use the phone lines, just hang on. The operators will get to you as soon as possible.
And there's so much that you can do with this, whether it's cheese or eggs or nuts or crackers or biscuits or bread or chocolate, whether you're baking and you want to do toppings to go onto desserts or even ice creams. There's the egg, and honestly, it'll make the fluffiest egg sandwich. You could actually then put it into your toasty maker, if you like, your micro munch, and then make an egg sandwich toasty.
Oh, yeah.
Put a bit of cheese in there as well. So do grab that, £20. I think every home needs one of these, and because it does have a little lid, you can, if you put cheese in there, and only use it for cheese if you like, it's worth every single penny. My mum pops it in the fridge, puts a bit of cheese in, and then when she wants cheese, you can just grate it as you go. So 226273 is your item number. 2 different blades, coarse and a fine blade, and honestly so versatile for the prep in the kitchen.
Yes,
sometimes
that's what
it's
it's all
the
about,
prep that takes the time, whereas that makes it so quick and easy.
So 226273, our gourmet cheese mill, just £20 if you want to go for that. And remember, it's for so much more.
And it's so easy. Use a bit like a pepper mill. You just grind it. It's so simple. But we've got to get back to our micro munch because it is absolutely flying. 1 for £25, 2 for £45, so you instantly save an extra £5 if you put 2 into your basket. Whether you keep one for yourself, use one as a gift. They're a great gift. Perhaps someone you know loves toasted sandwiches, but stay with us. Does so much more than a toasted sandwich. Or actually keep one at home, take one to work, have one in the caravan. And you know when you say it does more than just toasted sandwiches? Who would have thought veg?
All your different types of veg, cauliflower steaks, asparagus. We're going to show you with broccoli, and it sort of char grills it, doesn't it? It gives it like a barbecue taste.
It has such a taste, doesn't it? And whether it's broccoli or asparagus, or whether it's carrots, or whether it's parsnips, mushrooms are delicious in here. Your green beans are amazing as well. But then do things like your fish fingers, do your chicken burgers, chicken Kiev, do your Chinese starters, do sausages in bacon. I like the little cocktail sausages. But honestly, vegetable-wise, and perhaps you only cook for yourself and you don't really do veg a great deal, because that's another pan on the hob, isn't it? That's a bit more washing up.
We know
it's
someone like that in our gallery.
Hassle. So this will allow you very quickly to do your veg for your meal.
Exactly.
And it tastes
the
amazing.
taste, yeah. I love veg. I do. I really like veg now. But you sometimes get a bit bored if you just boil it.
Boiling it all the time.
Boiled veg. That adds so much more taste.
Do you know what? If you do go for two, it really is good, because you could be doing like your cabbage in one. Here, I just got some chicken fillets, put some pepper seasoning, some soy sauce, teriyaki sauce on the top.
Nice.
And I'm just going to pop that in the microwave to go with our noodles, and I've done some party food. So it's just incredible.
He's been cooking away.
How long will you do that chicken for?
I'll do that for about 4.5, 5 minutes.
And it will vary all depending on the wattage on your microwave. But on a whole, most things done between about 3 and 5 minutes. On a whole, 4 minutes is really good. Just play. You get instructions, but just play around. It's trial and error sometimes.
And with meat, just always make sure it's cooked through, obviously, like you do however you cook your meats. Make sure you go for 2, I would say. Hang on. You go for 2, you get an extra £5 off.
Oh, my word.
Let's get our bacon.
Now, Paul, our director's just saying he did bacon earlier on in the air fryer. It took him 12 minutes. Not in the Micro Munch, and that's quite quick.
5 minutes.
About 5 minutes.
Now,
and it smells.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Can you see how that's caramelised?
And it hasn't spat all over the hob.
No.
Because when you do bacon,
if you grill.
Brown sauce, or are you a tomato sauce?
Oh, brown sauce.
Brown sauce?
Brown sauce, please. Are you brown sauce or red sauce?
Brown or red on a bacon sandwich. Now, I've got something controversial for you. My friend, Michelle, puts vinegar on bacon.
She does, vinegar on bacon.
Have you ever heard of that before?
Yes.
No, I've not heard of that one before.
Vinegar on bacon.
On bacon?
Yeah.
No, never heard that.
No, that was a new one on me.
Her vinegar on bacon.
Now, look, crispy bacon sandwich.
Would cut through the fat. You have it on chips, don't you?
Oh, that looks amazing.
Now, can I have a taste on that?
Yeah, we might need to.
Can I dive in on that?
Go on, go for it.
I haven't had
and the
anything to
bacon
eat
is
yet.
such good quality.
Look at that.
All right, now Karen's emailed in actually about bacon. She says, hi, Shaylee and Paul. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning.
She said, if you hate crispy bacon, she says, I like it like warm ham. She said, would you perhaps start on 2 minutes in a 900 microwave?
Yeah, 2 or 3, yeah.
So 2 or 3 minutes, yeah. Look at it for 2 minutes, and then you can judge whether you want to put it in for another minute or more. Actually, our producer is with you, Karen. She likes more sort of warm ham bacon rather than crispy. But you see, I like it really crispy. That sandwich smells amazing. How did I not get any of that?
I don't think I'm sharing this.
You're not sharing that.
But
that smells so good.
See why? Just to go back to basics, really.
Yes.
This turns your microwave into a superheated grill that uses a fraction of the energy that compared to an oven or even an air fryer. And air fryers are very efficient. I just want to quickly just work out the maths, how this really does pay for itself time and time again. So if this is an 800-watt microwave, it may be like a kilowatt in total. So a kilowatt of energy at the moment in the UK is around about 27p, 27.30. So you're doing it for 3 minutes. So it's a couple of pence, you know, pennies. Where if you're doing in an oven where you heat it up for 15 minutes, and an oven, the average oven's about 3 kilowatts.
Yeah, about 3,000.
So that'll be about nearly 90p an hour.
Now, obviously, it always depends on
if it's half an hour, that's 45p.
But so much more, isn't it?
So you can see the value each time you use
and
this.
it's
the
speed, isn't it? We're always in a rush.
Yeah.
That
now
smells
the quality,
just too good. I'm going to have to try some of that.
The quality, it has to have the Micro Munch on it in the shape of the bread, or else it is not Micro Munch. This is really important. You know, I don't like to talk about other products, but as part of my job, I try all the other products that I see online.
Yeah.
And I showed you.
Well, you brought them in and
they
showed
had
us, yeah.
scorch marks round where they were really thin. They weren't a
Really
patch
thin.
on this.
This is such amazing
the
quality.
thickness and the quality of the plates as well.
And the non-stick, they wipe clean, honestly, they're
You
amazing.
I mean, they are dishwasher safe, but you don't need to put them in a
The
dishwasher. do you?
quality as well of the silicone. Can you see? Some are really hard and you can't get them back in and out easy. You can pop them, take them out and pop them in the dishwasher, or I wash mine at home with hot soapy water because it is that simple.
And that's all we use here, and we use them
Just rinse
time
them
and
through.
time and time and time and time again. And they all look brand new. Hugely busy. Remember, 20% of a massive amount of stock sold out and gone.
Oh,
Choose your colour options, orange, charcoal or red. Orange is the lowest in stock. I've just had an email, someone's bought one from for home and one for work. So I've got an orange and a red one.
Great idea.
It'll be ideal for work and home because I'm home alone and sometimes I don't know what to cook, and that's Sharon. I think when you see you can do like that whole salmon with asparagus, Sharon can do a whole dinner
And peppers
virtually
and
in there.
lemon, yeah. You really can do your whole meal in there. I use it
Burger.
all the
That
time.
bacon was amazing.
This is
What's
our
in that
wonderful
sandwich?
tuna melt.
Oh,
Now,
that
look
looks
at
good.
That's another favourite.
How, again, that is a real popular one. Can you see that?
But look at the finish.
Look at that.
I mean,
Look.
on
Oh,
the
can I
outside,
cut our
super crispy.
chicken burger in half too?
Oh, yes.
Because
Yes.
I was talking about how at the services today, I was with me and my friend, and we both bought a chicken burger each, with chips and a drink, admittedly, and it comes to nearly £23.
They're so
And you think, well, you can see how much this pays.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
And again, if you're doing things
Perfection.
like chicken and meats, always check it's cooked all the way through. You can see
Yeah.
it's done exactly
see, yeah.
that. I'm so busy. You're going to absolutely love this. Honestly, it's going to be so versatile. Whether you're at home, whether you're at work, take a toasted, or you could even buy a sandwich and put it in there and make a toasted sandwich. But take it into work, have it in the caravan, glamping. Honestly, if you've got grandchildren, in an instant, you've got a great snack for them.
For those lunches, things like fish fingers, chicken nuggets, chicken goujons. We've done things like party food, like spring rolls. Your halloumi fries are going to be great in here. But all your greens and all your vegetables.
Oh, the veg are
as
just
well.
delicious.
I can't wait to see that
in
cabbage.
here. And wait
Paul's
till you
raving
see
about
that
it.
when we do the chicken, the chicken that we're doing right now, or even the mushrooms are delicious.
Yeah.
But then your starters, your Chinese picky bit starters are fantastic.
Oh, I'm
out
glad you
this.
said that, because look,
time,
Chinese
I was looking for them. I didn't know you'd put them in. I was like, where have they
We've got
gone?
our little crispy spring rolls
they
there.
smell fabulous.
They do, don't
Because
they?
in the big oven, again,
Well, they wouldn't go crispy like that,
no,
would
they always have soggy bottoms.
No one wants a soggy
Nobody wants a soggy
Nobody.
bottom.
Look at that, look. And I've even got our chicken then to go on the top. Beepity beep.
Oh, next one in, one out. He never
We've had
stops,
loads
this
of
man.
emails. Really great to hear from you. This is from James and Tom.
Oh,
for Daisy.
no.
What's the day? Merry Christmas,
Oh, we've
What,
got
is that
a
our
little bit of
chicken?
chicken on the floor.
everyone. I'll do the chicken again.
We'll do some more chicken. James and Tom said the Micro Munch toasties are fantastic. We've got 2 of them. My mum Julie in Bristol wants me to order her one, as I told her how great they are. Crispy toast is great for a late night snack.
And there's your 3 different colours to choose from. You've got red, you've got charcoal, you've got orange. While stocks last, its stocks are absolutely flying. What?
Love my Micro Munch. This is from Jackie. It's perfect size for cooking. Pop-Tarts at work.
Pop-Tart.
I'd
Oh,
forgotten
I love
about
a
Pop-Tarts.
Love a
Pop-Tarts, where we're not allowed a toaster, and that's so true. A lot of works where we used to work could not have a toaster because they set the fire alarm off, don't they? So you could actually make even just toast if you want to in here, but a toasted sandwich, Pop-Tarts. Loves poor cooking.
Everybody loves
And she
it.
misses Debbie Jones. You mentioned Debbie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for that email. And of course, we were talking about raw chicken. We're going to do some raw chicken now.
We won't leave it on the floor.
Rob has emailed in and he said, for raw meat like chicken and burgers, do you advise that you heat up the Micro Munch before pushing the meat in?
Well, you can if you want it to sizzle more, but you don't have to.
You don't need to.
No, I'm just going to re-season ours.
So we'll just pretend we haven't done this already.
Yes, this is a brand new
drop it.
recipe, isn't it?
What are you doing? What are you...
So I'm just putting some of our like teriyaki sauce on.
I've never seen this before, Paul.
That's
No, well, this
amazing.
is
Very original.
all new.
You missed it earlier. We have done it.
Threw it on the
Threw it
floor.
on the floor. So we are remaking it as we speak. So going in, and for how long for that chicken?
I'm going to do that one for about 5 minutes.
So we didn't preheat that, Robbie. We just put it straight in the
They are
microwave.
very quick to heat up.
Always check, Robbie. Obviously, you cooked it all the way
Yes.
through, but like you would do cooking any sort of meats.
Asparagus.
Asparagus is amazing.
And
right?
it's so difficult,
'Cause it is
asparagus.
so
You can
tasty
overcook it
like
as well.
Oh, it is.
So now I tell you exactly how I make it, so you get perfect results every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put the washed asparagus in there, and yeah, go for it, because I want you to really stress how tasty it is. And then I sprinkle a bit of water on it and a bit of spray oil,
Okay.
and that way then it just comes out perfect every time.
Now, I sometimes do it with a bit of lemon on.
Oh yeah,
Or,
lemon. Yeah.
Instead of the water.
Cheese.
Parmesan, you put
Parmesan
on the
cheese.
edge. Sprinkle Parmesan on.
And that is
and pepper and black
absolutely-
pepper. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
delicious. I bet the Parmesan in here, actually. Could you do Parmesan on its own?
Well, it
like
You know
a-
what? I'd love to
like a
try it.
crisp?
I think it would work,
Yeah.
but you know, let's try it
We've not
sometime.
tried
No,
that.
we've
not.
but I think that
halloumi.
could
Should we
be.
do
Now, someone's just asked a question
yes.
about halloumi, I
Well,
think.
they-
So I've
Caroline.
got
Hi,
the
Caroline.
bought halloumi fries, and I've done fresh halloumi
I love
as
fresh
well.
halloumi.
Now all I did was put some seasoning on here and a bit of spray oil, and that's it.
I've tried this
It
before,
comes out
Karen, it's
so
lovely.
well,
It
doesn't
We'll
it?
try it again for you
Delicious.
in a minute.
Tracy's emailed in. She said, just ordered the orange and the red. Been waiting for these to come back. Yes, because we sell out of them time and time again. I live alone, so these will work really well for me. Looking forward to using them, especially for veg. I think if you do live on your own, it's just gonna make things so much easier rather than getting another pan out, dirtying something else and wash. I think sometimes we get a bit lazy when we're on our own, and
Especially when it
think,
comes to
I won't
veg
bother
and
doing
things.
a bit of veg. I won't bother doing anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it will make you cook so much better.
And remember, it's 1 for 25 or 2 for 45. You get another £5 off if you go for 2. Question that often comes in is about putting 2 in the microwave at once, but you wouldn't do that. You don't stack them, but
No.
because it's so quick, it doesn't matter, does it?
If you get one out and then put the other one in an instant,
Yeah.
it's done. Or if you're doing something like the salmon, we did the salmon with the asparagus and we did a bit of pepper in there and the lemon. Whilst you get the fish out, you could then put your rice in to cook. So honestly, it just cooks so quickly that you'd never put them in at the same time, and there's no need to as well. We are so busy. As many people ordering now as we've already sold. We've already told you we had a vast amount of stock, but that stock is depleting really, really, really quickly.
Hundreds of you shopping for it already tonight. Approaching a quarter of the entire stock.
Stock.
Checking through.
Check out. Oh, you see, I do honey roasted carrots in here, and they are delicious.
They are so good. They cook to perfection. So, you know, if you're having it with your veggies, with your Sunday roast, anything like that is just
Kieran's emailed in from Brighton. Good morning, Kieran, and said I can't recommend this enough because it's just so quick and easy, especially if you work late or after a night out, isn't it? Because when you work funny shifts, the last thing you want to do is really cook when you get in.
It's the nights out,
But
isn't
when
it?
it's an instant, you could buy a really expensive burger on the way home, but actually, no. You can make your own burger
in a few minutes.
And you can do things from frozen. That's often a question
You
as
can,
well.
yeah,
Just do them for longer.
do the fish fingers, everything, you know.
Brilliant.
Not a problem at all. In fact, we could do some frozen fish fingers now,
Shall we?
if you want.
Fish fingers?
fingers.
Fish fingers, please. There we go.
Everybody's fancying toasties at home. If you've got any ideas
we'll
of
do some
recipes, do
toasties.
email in a recipe, and if we've got the ingredients,
We'll cook it for you.
We'll make it for you. But
And
yeah,
we'll taste it for you.
any questions as well, please do email in. I did have a question on the halloumi. She said, how long is it best to put halloumi in for? We've got some
I normally
halloumi
do it
too.
about 4 to 5 minutes.
That was Caroline, so 4 to 5 minutes for your halloumi, and you'll see that in a minute because we will be getting
Now,
that out
lots
in
of
a moment.
people, we had this on the previous show poll, lots of people saying, oh, are you going to do a recipe book for Micro Munch?
Yeah.
He's always working on something, is Paul, so fingers crossed.
So just wonderful. Spray oil. So a couple of sprays. This is only the 1 calorie stuff. So you can do it with butter if you want.
Right.
But I find that the spray oil is amazing.
And I suppose that's a low-calorie way of doing it as well, because I always put far too much butter on. I'm a bit of a butter.
Now we've got some
a bit too much butter.
barbecue beans.
I'd be
here.
better with the spray. So, so we can just put beans directly on.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So we've got some beans there. And I'm going to do cheese and beans.
Cheesy beans.
This used to be when I was in sort of about 18, 19.
The go-to.
You want anything else?
When we were very,
That
didn't have any money.
Any
Just
onion or just
cheesy
cheesy beans?
Cheesy beans, I think,
Perfect.
just as they are.
That'll take Hayley back to her youth when she
Look
tastes
at
it.
I might
that.
put a
look.
bit of pepper on,
It's a
but...
long time ago.
Meow, saucer of milk.
Oh! Did you hear that,
It was
Paul?
pre-me.
I
your cheesy
did.
beans.
Get the cat some milk.
It was, yeah, it was a long time ago. God,
The happy days.
Seems like a
Before you met
lifetime.
me.
Lifetime ago when I was on my own.
Yeah.
Do check your baskets through. Vast amount of the stock already sold out.
Oh,
God, it's
okay.
great to have you company.
Chicken on the
There's
counter.
Prove this for you.
Okay. So yes, so you
Silly.
know.
Anything over 72, that's over 105. So you can see there how hot that is. That's centigrade. Anything over about 74, 75
Right.
is cooked, and that is
And then
well
I
cooked.
think it was Robbie that emailed about the meat. So as you say, we didn't preheat that at all. We just put it straight in.
Yeah. I
And
love
again-
the fact it
Caramelised
gives
there.
those char grilled,
Which
you know,
adds
like when you
to
use
the
a griddle
flavour,
pan.
doesn't it? Perhaps you're trying to eat healthier, but you do find that
Look at
just a
that.
plain chicken breast is a bit dull. But
Yeah.
when it grills like that, and charcoal, it does
It
add
adds taste.
Can I just
flavour.
say, so that was what, say 5 minutes for arguments, 5 minutes
Yeah.
in the microwave, which is pennies to cook, when normally if you're putting on your oven for half an hour, that may cost you 45p. You know, so
Yeah.
the
So true,
difference.
yeah.
So look at this, is every time you use this, you really can be saving as well.
Now
That looks like a proper
Rob's
takeaway
emailed in. It does. That looks amazing.
Well, we did our
doesn't it?
asparagus in there, we did our party food, our, you know, like
Like our
spring
Chinese
rolls.
starters, yes.
Yeah.
Prawn toast.
And they're brown beautifully
crispy, yeah.
I mean, that is you've just come in starving. In an instant, you're sat in front of the TV having something
Done.
to eat, aren't you?
Happy days, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Wow, well, it's so versatile.
Rob's emailed in a question. Can I ask you this because I don't know the
Oh,
answer to
halloumi.
this one.
Oh.
Oh, halloumi.
Hang on.
We did
hold the question.
Yeah, I'll
Hello,
hold the
me.
question because we did have
had a
who asked
question about halloumi.
So here we go, Caroline. This is our halloumi.
I'll try a bit of that.
And was
for
it
you.
about 4 minutes? Did we say 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah. Look,
Look
you
here how
know,
it's-
I used
that's
to
how I want it.
live in Cyprus years ago, Gallispera, and we used to have it in pita bread. Oh, and it was so
yeah.
gorgeous.
Halloumi is
Nice.
absolutely
There you go.
lovely.
Now, I'm
and
just
again,
gonna
so
give
quick.
it a squeeze. Look, look.
Even
look,
if you're
look.
making that just for yourself.
Oh,
it's
look,
not
can
a
you
hassle,
see
is it?
how squeezy that is?
Great.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Go for it, guys.
We're going to try that. Rob's asked, and I don't know the answer to this.
Very hot, though, so be careful.
Well, it is very hot. Could you put a small
hold it for
pizza in, like the Chicago pizza, do you
Right,
think?
I have done things like naan bread before. Calzone, where it's got a top.
Where
you
it's
know?
wrapped.
When it's wrapped. Yeah.
So an open pizza, perhaps not, because
I don't think it is.
No.
No.
Might. Try it. You can try it. Or you could fold it over.
Or you
or
could
put,
fold it
put a
over,
slice
yeah.
on top.
Yeah, you could.
So
yeah,
it could be
yeah.
like a
So you could
sandwich.
make it into a calzone.
Shall we do the cabbage now?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that.
I had this
That-
for lunch. Can you believe I'm raving about cabbage?
I can't.
But it was so good.
And look at, the thing is, this is really going to prove that you've got the depth as well.
yeah.
So
yeah.
if you want to do thicker sandwiches or you've got a thicker bit of chicken and things, you can. That halloumi is amazing.
So that
what have
was
you put on top of that?
literally just some seasoning
Lovely.
and some spray oil. And I
So the greens,
That
all your
looks
different
fabulous,
greens.
doesn't it?
Your asparagus we did, green beans, broccoli we looked at. But is it a spring cabbage we call that?
It's what's it called, Paul? The cabbage.
Did
a
you say
sweetheart,
spring cabbage,
Sweetheart,
Paul?
isn't it?
Sweetheart
Is it
cabbage. you
sweetheart
called it.
cabbage?
sweetheart
Yeah,
cabbage.
sweetheart.
What, my sweetheart?
All right, sweetheart. Because you've got these silicon stretches on either side. You don't have to worry if it's
you know what you find?
this size.
As it cooks, it compresses
It'll
it down
flatten
as
it
it gets
down.
softer.
Brilliant.
But we did that chicken earlier, that chicken burger,
chicken
didn't we? And that
burger
was really
was
thick. I think we
huge,
put
wasn't
that in
it?
a sandwich in the end.
I
didn't
think
we?
I think floor
someone's
manager's
eaten it.
eaten it.
Actually, I think it's gone. But that was really quick and thick and cooked really, really well. Remember, not just for toasted sandwiches, whether you're doing veg or burgers or hash browns or bacon, whether you're doing your broccoli, asparagus, you could do those pigs in blankets. It's so versatile. So this could be for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Perfect
Oh,
fish
look at
fingers.
kids, grandkids.
Kids' lunches.
Oh, they smell. Don't fish fingers smell so good?
They're so good, aren't they?
I'm going to have some more of this halloumi.
That's good. Oh, no, I won't.
You know what, can you believe we are cooking all of this? I just want to say a massive congratulations to everyone who's going for it today, because it is just so good.
Well, we had so much stock tonight because we always tend to sell out.
For people to be writing in as well who have bought something, I just think thank you so much, because that means the world. Look at that, look. Are we ketchup? Are we mayo?
I don't know,
burger
it's tricky.
sauce? Are we sweet chili sauce?
with a fish
Tartar sauce, I think, is a good, very posh.
Very posh.
Now, we've got more people ordering now than stock's already sold. You do please need to check those baskets through. Massively busy. Though we didn't think we'd be in a situation where we might sell out, I think we possibly could be.
That's a big fish finger sandwich.
That is a very big fish finger sandwich. But you could pay a fortune in the gastro pub for that.
Doubled up. The website is the easiest way for you to find everything. Take a look at the live show, scroll down, and you'll see all the products we've got on the live show. But there's over 700,000 products in total on our website.
Yeah, so if you're looking for gifts, Father's Day is coming up.
Gifts.
Easter present.
Yeah.
Actually, this could be an Easter present.
This would be a great Easter
present. Perhaps this is a present for somebody that doesn't like chocolate eggs.
You can do a 1-egg omelette in it.
Yeah,
there you go. There's your
absolutely.
Easter
It'd be a
connection.
great little Easter gift. The orangey one's quite Easter.
It is.
You've got the choice of colours at the minute, whilst those colours do last. And remember, best to double up. Keep one for yourself, give one as a gift, or even keep one for yourself at home, one to take into work, one to have in the caravan. Because if you double up, you'll get an extra £5 off. So rather, it goes down to £45. Split that cost then with PayPal Pay in 3 as well.
We're going for 4 already, you see.
Well, yeah.
Just one postage.
Well, when we first launched these, which was before Christmas, we had so many people buying them as Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And then have emailed in since Christmas and said, oh my goodness, we absolutely love it. The family love it. It was a great gift. Can't believe what we've done it. At Christmas, we did the actual honey roasted carrots in there. We did the parsnips in there. We did the sausages in blankets.
Well, I know Paul bought it for all his family members, especially, I'll let him tell the story about the kids.
Yes, and his dad's got a boat.
Yes.
They use it on the boat.
Brilliant for
This
that.
is the thing, it's so versatile.
So if you're limited on space,
anywhere, isn't it? So though it is going to be great for your toasted sandwiches, and if you only made toasted sandwiches, it will pay for itself in an instant. Because when you do go and buy a toasted sandwich, and just, I mean, look how good those toasted sandwiches are. But even if you just went and bought a cheese and ham toasted sandwich, you can so easily spend, I couldn't believe, £6, £5 for toasted sandwiches.
We're going to show you high street prices, but if you go to motorway services and get a toasted sandwich, it's so much more.
And they're never quite how you like them, are they? Because they've always got those sort of soggy bottoms.
Yeah, because they come in a bag and they sweat, so they're soggy.
But there we go. That's the sort of prices you'll see them at. So around about a £5 or up to their £6.15 from your regular places that you'll pop in and get a toasted sandwich. Think what you'll save. Perhaps you buy one of those every day of the week whilst you're at work.
So think how quick the Micro Munch will pay for itself. Yeah.
And you could actually have the sandwich already in your Micro Munch. So all you do is throw it in the microwave, 4 minutes, job done.
And that's just ham and cheese we're talking about. If you go a bit gourmet, the prices go up and up and up, don't they? So 673983, add in 2, you get an extra £5 off automatically if you add 2 into your basket. Just choose your colours. Your charcoal is selling the quickest. It's absolutely flying in the charcoal. But the lowest stock is the orange. So whatever you want, get them in your basket and check out.
And lots of comments tonight as well, because it is so versatile and it's brilliant for vegetables. We've had a lot of people that live on their own saying, oh my goodness, I'm buying it for my veg. I'm buying it to do like salmon and veg in there at the same time. I think sometimes if you live on your own or you cook for yourself, we get a little bit lazy, don't we? Well, not lazy, perhaps lazy is the wrong word. You just think, oh, I can't be bothered.
For myself.
For myself. I haven't, the enthusiasm's gone, hasn't it? Whereas actually, when it's so quick and simple and you're not using another pan, you're not putting the hob on, you're not putting the oven on, but you're able to cook a whole meal, really. So this could be a breakfast. You could do a 1-egg omelette. It could be a toasted sandwich, or it could be a bacon sandwich, or it could be a fish finger sandwich for lunch. But then it could be salmon an asparagus,
salmon
and
fillet,
broccoli.
or a hamburger, or sausages.
Or we did the chicken burger. It could be a chicken Kiev.
And then your veggies as well. If you want to do your asparagus, like Hayley was just saying, you can pop them all in here, and it gives that lovely char grill
it
taste.
tastes so
Leslie,
nice.
our producer, just made a great point, actually. It'd be great if you're going for two, and one of you is a veggie, you could have an orange for your vegetarians and a charcoal for your meat eaters, couldn't you? So it'd never cross-contaminate, would it? That's another great idea when it comes to the Micro Munch with the 2 for offer. So 25 for 1 or 2 for 45 automatically at checkout. 673983 is the item number. Easiest way is the website. Have we still got queues on the phones, I think? So 03333 241 241 if you do want to wait on the phone. Consistently busy there. So easiest way is the website, shopontv.co.uk.
I like the 2 for offer.
2 for.
Twofer.
Twofer.
The 2 for offer. You have got an amazing deal if you buy 2, so do please get 2. And they are a brilliant gift idea. So I know some of you are doubling and getting 4, keeping 2 for yourself, and then thinking 2 will make great gifts. Father's Day's coming up, Easter perhaps. If you've got, I know my brother loves toasted sandwiches, but then loves fish fingers, loves bacon, loves burgers, and this would be absolutely ideal for them as a gift.
The gallery are all buying it right now.
They are. But it's
shopping.
Don't go anywhere because it's so versatile. Instantly, when we first saw this, oh my goodness, it's great at toasted sandwiches.
Yeah.
And then Paul comes in and he's like, no, but
not
you can
just
do.
toasted sandwiches.
And then he's done burgers, he's done steaks, he's done bacon, he's done halloumi, which tastes amazing.
Look at that. And that's just a selection of some of the food.
From raw and put like seasoning
bit of
on
seasoning,
it. Or you could marinate it and do chicken in there.
Oh, he does sometimes, doesn't he? He marinates it before he puts it in.
Hash browns, chicken nuggets.
Perfect fish fillets as well. That salmon fillet that's in the middle there was superbly cooked, wasn't it?
And honestly, whether you are doing a snack, whether you're doing a whole dinner, whether you are doing a breakfast, it is phenomenal. You could use this every day of the week. You could use it 2 or 3 times a day. But because it is Micro Munch, now this is the most important thing, you've got absolute quality. And what you'll realise when you take it out of the box is it's going to last.
Yeah, the quality is superb.
So
whether
well
it's
made.
the silicone we're talking about, really durable, that silicone, but then the metal plate on the reverse is really sturdy, and the non-stick is spectacular. It's so good, that non-stick. You won't need to put it in the dishwasher. You can if you want to, but it'll literally just wipe clean.
Virtually wipes clean, honestly. It's incredible. Check your baskets through, and more people ordering than stock available. Really busy on the phones. They will get to you as soon as they possibly can. If you can get onto the website, please do. That's the quickest way, but do check your baskets out as soon as possible. It's not yours until you check your basket through. And though we had a vast amount of stock, we could be in a situation, especially with colour options, where more people are ordering than stock is available. Check out other items as well. As soon as you spend over £30, you will get PayPal Pay in 3. And we've got Paul with us, but we've also got Paul's books. And I know so many of us love the air fryer. And these are 3 fabulous air fryer books. We'll put the details in for you. And you're getting 3 books written by Paul. And I think he's just the best at doing recipe books.
Yeah.
Because they're so easy to follow.
Really straightforward, aren't they? The fact you get the raw ingredients, it talks you through the method, and then it shows you the finished dish as well. And these are recipes in an air fryer that you would think, am I really good? Yes, you are going to cook that in an air fryer.
That book's got over 90 pages, and there's virtually a recipe on every single page. There's vegan in there, there's starters, main courses, sides, desserts. You'll find as well the hot air frying and more. That gives you a lot of sort of takeaway ideas. Coronation chicken, there's even soup ideas. You've got so much inspiration. The other 2 books have got about 63, 64 pages in, full of recipes and great tips on using air fryers as well. I think that's a really nice gift idea if you know someone, when you have an air fryer, you do love it.
Yeah.
And it just gives you loads of inspiration, because I think sometimes we get stuck doing the same
things,
meals.
don't we? Yeah.
You have chicken on a Monday, fish on a Friday.
Berry compote with
Who would
meringue.
have thought of things like that in an air fryer?
Paul Brudell would.
Absolutely. So you can have all those ideas just at hand. I love a recipe book.
3 recipe books you're getting for that £15 price that you see there on screen. Can buy them individually, but I'd go for the 3-pack.
And if
549182.
everything in your basket, remember, as soon as you spend over £30, PayPal Pay in 3 is there for you. So well worth thinking ahead and buying other items as well.
And that's obviously if you've got a PayPal account for that PayPal spreading of the cost. The cheese mill we've got as well, Hayley. The cheese mill is brilliant.
It is amazing.
The easy kitchen prep. The easy kitchen prep that you can see here. If you want to do any kind of hard cheese, tell us all about it.
I mean, it's absolutely fantastic, not just for cheese. You can use this for, could be chocolate, so you could be putting a chocolate topping over a cheesecake, or, you know, perhaps you bake and things. It could be making sandwich fillings. You could actually put an egg in there, a boiled egg, and make the fluffiest egg sandwich. Salads, it could be jacket potato fillings, pizza toppings or pasta toppings. But then you could be doing biscuit bases for the cheesecake. You could be putting nuts and biscuits in. You could be putting eggs and cheese in, chocolate and biscuits, crackers and bread, actually, if you like a really, if you want to...
Nice breadcrumbs.
Yeah. A top tip, actually, especially if you use fresh bread, is just to put a cracker in with it. This is nice, because this could be for the kids over the ice cream, their favourite chocolate.
Yeah, sweets and grating that over the top. The other great thing is you're never going to grate your fingernails or the end of your fingers.
And I love the fact, too, it has a little lid to it. You've got two different actual blades, a coarse and a fine. If you do, and my mum uses this a lot for cheese, and she'll put a bit of cheese in and not use it all, so she'll put the lid on and put it in the fridge and then just take it out as and when. That's the boiled egg I said about. And wait till you see it. It's super, super fluffy. So if you want to make the best sandwich, and of course, getting that alongside your micro munch is perfect, because it could be a sandwich fill-in, if you like.
It's a brilliant price at £20. It also, like you said, comes with that cap on as well. So if you don't use it all, you can pop the cap on.
So good for Parmesan cheese.
Yes, because you never use it all.
It's so much better to buy a whole block of cheese and grate it yourself, but nice just to put it in there and then put it back in the fridge, and you can just use it as and when if you use a lot of Parmesan like we do. But then it's good for your softer cheeses as well, like your cheddar, your red Leicester, your double Gloucester and things like that. So versatile. Use it, like we say, just a bit like a pepper mill.
Yeah, really. Back and forth, yeah.
And you get great results and easy results. £20 today, 226273 is your item number. Great to have your company this morning, massively busy. It's all really about our micro munch. We have got, well, we call it a snack maker, but we're showing you how you could do a whole dinner
meals
with this.
There,
it could be a breakfast, it could be a snack, it could be a dinner. All you need is a microwave. Could be glamping, could be in a caravan.
It's going to crisp, it's going to brown, you're going to get that perfect finish on your toasted sandwiches, you would think. But if I put it in a microwave, it's not going to be crispy, it's not going to be brown. Oh, yes, it is. And you can even do all your veggies in that. But cheesy beans, one of your favourites.
This takes me back to my teenage years. Cheesy beans. But it's a bit of a hassle, isn't it, to try and do this. If you've got a toasty maker, it always ends up splitting, the beans are everywhere, it's a nightmare to clean. This gives you such great results so quickly, so easily. Bit of extra cheese on there. Remember, all you do is put a bit of spray oil on the plates, and those plates are what actually cooks your toasty or cooks the food that you put in there. Could be a burger, could be chicken, because it's not the microwave that really cooks the food, it's the microwave that heats the plates, and the plates then cook and brown the food. Absolutely fantastic, super quick. Around about, or depending on what microwave you've got, what wattage it is, between 3 and 5 minutes. On a whole, it's usually on average about 4 minutes for most things. And wait till you see, this is a toasty out of the microwave.
But it's crisp.
Browned.
And it's browned.
And super crispy.
It's brilliant. It's that perfect finish, I think, every single time.
But then do hash browns, bacon, grilled fish fingers in there, waffles, do a burger in there, do your vegetables in there, but always toasty first, because honestly, it will be the best toast.
And we're seeing the quality there as well, Paul, when we look at it.
It's fantastic. Please don't confuse it, because in my experience, the other ones I've tried are not a patch. They don't have the longevity like this does. Really is so good. The quality of the non-stick, these are the same samples that we always use show after show.
Time
we
after
cook
time.
with them for 3 hours non-stop.
Yeah.
and they stay looking
They
like
look new. They do.
You know, they really are fantastic. Now, let me just talk about the quality. Now, they're encapsulated. This gives you really good even heat distribution for when you are doing things like your burgers and your salmons and everything like that. It's also a lot safer as well than just a big exposed hot plate.
Yeah.
Also, the quality of the new and improved non-stick, they are really easy to put back together again. So that's what I love. So always look for, in the shape of the bread, the Micro Munch on the outside.
Yeah, the
if
logo.
it hasn't got that, really is very different. Now, I just want to show you toasted sandwiches here. So I've got one with chorizo and honey and cheese.
Nice.
So how tasty will that be? And I've got one with pork and onion and cheese. And then I've also got the classic a meatball one.
Right.
Just to show you the different...
Whatever you fancy.
Yeah, you're only limited by your imagination. Now, all I have to do now, I don't even have to butter the bread on the outside. If you don't butter the bread at all, it just goes like toast.
Right.
Okay.
But if you put a couple of sprays on it, spritzes.
As easy as that.
As easy as that.
And could you do just toast in here if you wanted to?
Well, you could technically, yeah, if you wanted.
Again, just put a bit of oil on or a bit of butter, whatever you
There
fancy.
you go. So
Fabulous.
pop that in there like so.
And how long again?
We can see...
But depending on the wattage of the microwave, these are 800 watts and I do them for about 4 minutes.
Brilliant.
On the one at the end, I have to flip that one normally, but these ones I don't. So you can flip it halfway to give a better even heat distribution if you want.
So just have a play around with yours at home, or depending on your wattage, you might have to turn it, but you might find it's absolutely fine.
And I was just going to say, you can see on some of them, they're not completely closed, are they, Paul? It's got that stretchy handle on the outside.
So if you want to use a thicker bread, or if you're doing a...
Or you've got a thick doorstepper.
Yeah, we did that chicken fillet, and that was really
that fillet
thick.
burger, yeah.
And that was great in there, because it hinges and it sort of allows you to do those thicker items.
We've got a huge audience tonight. If you do want to email in, we'd love to hear from you.
Oh, wow,
At
look
Shop
at
on
those.
TV. Whoa!
Pigs, giant pigs in
Big
Bangkok.
pigs in Bangkok.
Absolutely.
Look at those.
What
Now,
a
if I wanted
whopper.
to crisp them up a bit more, I'll probably put them in for another minute or so.
We like them really, really crispy.
Really crispy.
Yeah.
So I'll crisp them up.
And that's what you'll do
more.
at home. You might get it out and think, well, actually, I like it crispier.
Yeah, because, you know, I probed them and they're at 75, so they're all cooked.
they are cooked,
but we'll just sort of crisp them up a bit
And that's, we had an email in, I think it was Caroline, that liked her bacon more sort of like a
Warm
soft,
ham.
warm ham, whereas we like bacon really crispy. So you can do, you know, whatever you want. I think it was Karen, actually. But it's been great to have all your emails in this evening. And if you have got any questions, please do email in. If you've got any ideas of sandwiches that you want us to make, if we've got the ingredients, we will try to make them. But Paul's great, actually, at giving you ideas as to what, because it's not just for your toasted sandwiches, so many other things.
And just in front of us here, we've got some food prepared to go in. The food that we've already cooked is look at that. Look at that variety. A fish finger sandwich we did. We've done all the toasties that are finished beautifully. That perfectly cooked salmon in the middle there.
Oh,
at the back,
flaked like you won't believe.
we can see that chunky chicken burger at the back there.
Can you see that? It's super chunky. Then we see the fish fingers, the poshest fish fingers.
This was
you've got to come back.
grilled.
When we saw Paul
This is
tonight,
like barbecued.
you know you've got a good product when Paul's super excited, and you couldn't wait to show
that was,
us.
I don't know whether we got it before and after, but this was our grilled. If you get me that one, that's what it looked like before.
Oh, we can show you it before.
That's what it was like before and after, and it's almost like it's char grilled.
Oh,
we need to
sprayed.
delicious, isn't
Please
it?
try it because it is so delicious. You may think, oh,
What have you done with your knife,
cabbage,
Paul?
but it
Well,
was
I'll get-
so nice.
Off to get a new one.
There's new one.
There we go.
Oh,
Thank you. Over here, madam.
Madame
We'll
Adele,
share, don't worry.
Yeah, we can share.
you can share.
That looks
Yeah,
good.
we can
Oh,
share.
thank you, Paul.
This was actually on my life
That
what I had for my lunch, and it was so tasty. You wouldn't believe how it tasted like it had been done on a barbecue.
That's what it looks like.
How good is
You
that?
smell it as you get it near to your mouth.
Like
And
barbecue.
It smells. It is that sort of barbecued sort of.
It's that char grilling.
Oh, that tastes so good. So good. We're still massively pleased.
What did you put on there, Paul? That's so tasty.
So tasty, isn't it? You will love that.
It was just
season
some
it? It
was like a
spray
seasoning,
oil
wasn't it?
and some, it said all-purpose seasoning.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Absolutely
And it is
delicious.
so good.
But do asparagus, do broccoli, and wait till you see the mushrooms. The mushrooms taste amazing. Honey roasted carrots and parsnips and things like that. All of your veg. I bet actually something that'd be really nice is Brussels sprouts cut in half.
It would, wouldn't it?
We had a beautiful Brussels sprout dish
yeah,
Oh,
Brussels
yeah.
in
sprouts.
America.
With a balsamic syrup. Oh, it was good.
And that was honestly so
Yeah,
good.
just cut them
and
in
you
half.
could do that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Cut them in half, put your balsamic vinegar over.
Yeah.
And it was maple syrup too.
Yes, it was. Yes, and maple syrup on
Absolutely
top.
Delicious.
Oh, yeah.
That is lovely. But remember, if you just want to do something really quick for the kids, it could be fish fingers, it could be chicken nuggets, but then you could actually do chicken from raw and put some seasoning on or marinate it, and that will cook your chicken through just beautifully. Obviously, with your meats, always check they are cooked all the way through, like you would do however you were cooking it. But we've done steaks, we've done bacon, burgers. Honestly, again, like they've been done on the barbecue.
Yeah.
We don't always have barbecue weather, do we? And we don't always have time, especially if you're on your own, to do the barbecue. Whereas this is going to allow you to get that effect. And lots of emails in tonight. You'll use this if you've got a whole family, or everyone will be making toasted sandwiches and doing snacks. You'll be taking it into work. But lots of people who live on their own have said that they just find it so versatile.
Yeah.
It's made them cook better.
Well, quite often, who would want to put all the frying pans on? You know, just for an example, with our salmon here, you've got salmon, you've got veggies, you've got a charcoal grilled lemon, you've got pepper. That it really makes them go lovely and soggy and squidgy and gorgeous, and charcoal grilled on the top. So imagine cooking that in a pan and the smell and the mess everywhere. Yet you're doing it in here in 4 minutes.
And then it's so easy to wash up.
Was that another sandwich we're popping in there?
Yeah,
Paul's got
One
3
in, one
microwaves on the go there.
And the amount of different foods we've done, well, I say we, the royal we, Paul's done.
We've done a lot of chatting.
And remember, this is really going to prove the quality, because we use the same Micro Munch. You know, all of these Micro Munches, we've used them time and time and time and time again, and they still look brand new. If you're looking for a product like this, Micro Munch is the way to go, because it's all quality.
What would you like on now? Do you want a veggie burger?
We haven't done
fillet
any
mushrooms,
have we? Should we do some mushrooms?
Because they were so
They're
delicious.
so
Loved these, didn't we?
We hadn't tried. We tried them live on air, and we couldn't believe the taste without putting any butter or garlic. We did try them with garlic as well. They were nice, but honestly, hundreds of you already checked your baskets out. 100 of you also got them in baskets. You do please need to check your baskets out. We had a massive amount of stock. We didn't expect stock updates tonight, but we've had them. And I do think with some colour options, we might be in a situation towards the end of the show where more people are ordering than stock is available. It's only still...
It's not even halfway through yet. And remember the deal, you will get 2 for 45, 1 for 25, 2 for 45. So you get a further £5 discount. You don't have to have the same colours. You can mix and match colour-wise. You can have orange, red or charcoal. We're approaching 40% of a huge stock. That's about... that's on
the
online
best
for a
stock we've
sellout.
ever had, because we do tend to sell out of this every time it comes to air. So we got the biggest amount of stock, and halfway through we're thundering towards half the stock, really. So honestly, do check your baskets.
I don't think we're going to have enough plates tonight for all this food.
And you've got the great option of doubling up and saving another £5. So whether you buy one for yourself and one as a gift, or keep one for yourself at home, have one at work, one in a caravan.
Now, this was our giant pigs in blankets. Now, remember, we took them out after 4 minutes, and they were cooked because they were at 77 degrees. But if we just look now...
look at that.
And now they're nice and crispy too, and they're at 94, 95 Celsius. So that was another 2 minutes. Look at those.
Because what the actual Micro Munch does, the microwave heats those plates, doesn't it? And it's the plates that cooks the food.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it gets to 270 degrees. Bless. I'm just hearing from our director. He's like, I want that in 2 bits of bread.
Yeah.
He's threatened us all not to touch those.
No, we're not touching those.
We're not touching them. They're our directors. And they smell.
Can I just see how
amazing.
This wonderful product is you'll get out of jail card too? Because, look, let me just tilt them so you can see them a bit. Oh, there's a sandwich in there. I'm cooking so much here. Ta-da! Surprise, surprise!
Which sandwich? Oh, that's the beans, cheese and beans.
Oh, that was the cheese and beans. Let's open that up.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
That will
You'll
take
get out of
me
jail
back.
card, because you imagine you sit down to your Sunday roast or whatever and you've got some pigs in blankets. 4 minutes later, 4 or 5 minutes later, they'll be done, you know?
Those pigs in blankets in here are delicious.
Oh, look, cheesy beans.
Oh, Hayley.
Cheesy beans.
I haven't had cheesy beans for
Is tonight the night?
years.
Back to
Oh,
reminisce
my
with
word.
your cheesy beans. We are just getting busier and busier as you see the inspiration, you see all the different things you're going to cook. We're showing you toasted sandwiches because that's where it begins with the Micro Munch, but so much more, as you can see there. You can see that perfect fish cooked perfectly in the middle. The party food, things like your prawn toast and your little samosas you can do in there and still get a crispness. And there you've got mini chicken fillets with that lovely soy sauce over the top.
And they were from Raw.
Yeah.
And, oh my word. The chicken, you know, and it's just cooked to perfection, hasn't dried out, really tasty and succulent. We've had a really good email here. We've had lots of good emails, actually. But Helen says, I go to Tenerife soon and the hotel has a microwave, so I can do toasted sandwiches in my Micro Munch.
Brilliant.
She's taking it on holiday with her.
That's
which
a great
is a
idea.
great idea.
It's so little, so compact, you know, it's going to be great. You've got your 3 colours there. You've got your red, you've got your orange, you've got your charcoal. All 3 colours in stock at the moment. But it's absolutely flying.
Crazy.
Hundreds of you have gone for this deal that we've got for you.
I think you've realised you could use this breakfast, lunch and dinner. This can be snacks, but this can be your whole dinner as well. We've done the salmon with the asparagus, with the pepper, with the lemon. You honestly can do so much with the chicken dish we've done as well, the chicken burger. You could do a chicken Kiev in there if you want to. It allows you to have something that's so versatile, and all you need is a microwave. Very little time. We've had lots of emails about people living on their own. Lots of emails as well about people that can't stand for long in a kitchen.
Yes, that lady,
And
emailed in on one of our first shows.
That said, you know, they really couldn't stand for long when they cook. So this is so
it makes it
good
easy.
because it makes it so easy and so quick. Most things done in around about 4 minutes. You do get an instruction leaflet.
Yeah, a guide that guides you through. So
And sometimes it's trial and error.
Do you know what I would say, though? If you do get these home, if you follow our YouTube channel, you can watch the show back whenever you want to and see what Paul does with all of the different recipes. And then you can check out all the other shows that are on the YouTube channel as well. I love the fact it's crisped and it's browned, Paul.
I can't remember what we did in that.
That was your,
There's
I
another one we can't remember.
because it's a 50-50. It's
It
brown
is a
and white.
50-50, isn't
It had your meatballs in.
Oh, did it have a
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Because I thought I liked
Hot,
that.
hot, hot.
Because sometimes you like a bit of brown and white, like
Yeah.
a 50-50 loaf.
Got
You
your
made
own
your own
50-50.
50-50 bread there as well.
Well, that smells
oh
nice.
gosh, I'm gonna have to try. I think the
Cheesy
the
beans.
Cheesy
I
beans.
think you should dive
But
in.
If you've got any ingredients ideas, do email in. Because if we've got the ingredients, we'll do the toasty for you. Or if you're thinking, I wonder if you can do something, again, email in and we'll ask Paul.
Yeah, definitely.
Paul's tried most things.
Do you know what? You're only limited by your imagination. Even like today, I did the cabbage at home.
Yeah.
To go with my
You're
and
always
it was
thinking of
so
different things, yeah?
delicious. Look, we did the cauliflower.
Oh,
didn't we? And that
yeah.
was
That was
delicious.
amazing.
Cauliflower steak. And look how thick
it just
that
goes
is,
on as
Paul.
on. So as well as I know exactly. So as well as
matter.
doing things like your chicken burgers, your regular burgers, your party food, you know, it just goes on. Even halloumi in a pizza.
Oh, the halloumi
meals
was
that you
amazing.
can make in minutes. This is your meal in minutes maker.
Oh, I like that.
You know, and it really is from all your different veggies, so it can be loads of healthy stuff,
Yep.
as well as things like your burgers and your sausages and your veggie burgers and your chicken popcorn, and even we've got a cheese and onion slice there. So if you did it in the microwave, it would go soggy, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Where this way, it stays nice and crispy.
I bet.
Or you could even try a pasty. You want a little
yeah,
pasty in
or,
there.
or a sausage roll.
Sausage
I like
roll.
a
Yes.
sausage. I know. I only like sausage rolls when they're hot.
Not soggy as
But
well.
I don't like them soggy. I like them crisp, and that would crisp them really, really, really well, wouldn't it? I was just hearing the charcoal option, which we did have the most stock of.
Over half of that's
half the
gone.
entire
My
stock
word. If you've got
has
anything in
sold out and
baskets
gone.
now,
I'm gonna
do
try a
confirm
little
your
bit.
baskets and check them out. Don't miss
Sorry, I'm
out
just
on
gonna
this
try a bit.
brilliant
Is that all right?
deal.
Yeah, please do.
And we get it in stock as often as we can.
come on.
But what a great present for Easter. What a great, great item to
Smells.
have for the Easter holiday. She's dived straight in there, look. Look at the mesh.
Mushroom!
Oh, is it good? Is it taking you back? Cheesy beans.
Oh, cheesy beans. Absolutely. This is me about 18, lived on cheesy
Lived on
beans.
cheesy beans. Brilliant.
Our-
the mushrooms
our,
are
our
out.
poor producer.
Are we
Paul,
delivering
he's
this
like, oh,
plate?
those pigs in blankets with the mushrooms go really well
crying
in
out for the
in a
mushroom.
sandwich.
It's like, do you know what? Like you said before, because we did have another question about eggs. And the other week we made a one-egg omelette, didn't we?
We did, yeah, we did.
So you've got sausages, bacon, mushrooms, and a one-egg omelette. Perfect.
Lovely.
Full
These
English
mushrooms
breakfast.
smell
Honestly.
so good.
They smell
Mushrooms
so
are
good.
good. And you didn't add anything to the mushrooms,
Just
did
a bit of spray oil, but I'm just gonna.
They taste
give 'em a test,
so
Paul.
good. We have done them as well with garlic, haven't we?
we
But I
did
think
the other
just,
week, didn't we?
just on their own,
Yeah, fantastic.
it holds all the flavours. I think sometimes when you cook mushrooms,
You lose a
you
lot
can
of the
cook
flavour.
away a lot of the flavour, where they taste so mushroomy, which I know sounds ridiculous, but they truly.
Now, we should
truly do.
recap on technology for anyone who's just joined us.
Yeah.
If you've just come in, this will
Actually-
talk you through everything.
We
Right.
did have a question about what they're made of. I'll
So
find out
just
who
like
that's
you
from.
get all the silicone bakeware, these are silicone on the outside, and then they have the special non-stick plates on the inside, which are fine in the microwave. They don't react. Now, what happens is the microwaves are absorbed into the plate, and they get to 270 degrees within about a minute and a half.
Wow.
So that's why you get
what
those
cooks it.
wonderful grilled lines. That's like with the cabbage and the grilled pigs in blankets and stuff. You get that wonderful caramelization on it.
And that really
Easy
adds
for
to
me
the
to say.
flavour, especially with vegetables and things.
Now, please, please, please always look for the silicone loaf slice on the side that says Micro Munch. If it's not that, you know, I've tried a lot of the others and they're very thin silicone and well, I showed you, didn't I? They had scorch marks around. These are the same samples that we use all the time and the quality is phenomenal.
Well, Sean did say on here, he said, how come the silicone doesn't melt if the plates are so hot? But it is the quality of the silicone and the thickness
Yes.
of the silicone.
And the heat resistance again.
Yeah, it is. They
Which
are
is
really, just like
fantastic.
you get the silicone bakeware for
Bakeware,
your
yeah.
oven.
It'll go in your
and the
oven.
plates are phenomenal. They really are such good quality.
And the finish on everything, honestly, when you get it out, you can feel how sturdy it is, how durable it is. And that's why you will cook such a variety of food. You'll start with the toasted sandwich, I would think.
And you'll use it time and time again. You'll do breakfast, you'll do lunch, you'll do dinners. And just like we use ours time and time and time and time and time again through the shows, they'll always still look like brand new. And this is all you need to do, just like you're seeing Paul do now, a little bit of spray oil on the plates for whatever you're cooking. I'm going to do eggy
This is
bread.
another favourite,
Eggy bread, because they keep saying, can you do eggs, can you do eggs? You can't
Eggy
do fried
bread.
eggs, but you can do a one-egg omelette in there.
Yes,
Yes, we
which is
did
really
do that,
cool.
didn't we? Yeah, that was good.
And you can do your French toast with your maple syrup and and you can even do your bacon if you go for two. So did you see why two is good?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah, we're all
like-
thinking.
we were
what should
too
have
busy
that
looking
bread
at the
with?
eggy
Should we have
bread
that?
then. You
That'd
lost
be
us for a
nice with
minute.
strawberries and raspberries and things.
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
wouldn't it, with
Bit
a
of
little
maple syrup and
maple
bacon,
syrup.
I was
But then
thinking.
bacon
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely go for two. One is £25. If you buy two, you'll save another £5. We have at the minute got choice of all colours. I will warn you though, the charcoal is absolutely flying. I had the most stock of that, but that could still go. The orange is the lowest in stock, so please. And if you are buying two, you could have one for home, one for work. You could have one for yourself, one as a gift. You know, one to take on holiday in the caravan. Or actually, someone's saying they go to Tenerife and there's actually
taking
a
it with them.
microwave
Yeah, it's
in the
That was
hotel.
brilliant, isn't it?
How
And
great
we
is
were
that?
talking when we were over at the deal area about your dad and the boat, Paul.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely phenomenal. I'm going out again soon, but I was out there in January, and one of the little ones was quite a fussy eater.
Yeah.
So it was great. He loved his chicken nuggets and stuff like that.
Brilliant.
And of course, it just meant it was no hassle because we just kept on popping it in
Doing
the
a separate
microwave.
meal, not an
Just
issue.
Not an issue. One of my other sisters, Kerry, Tommy, will not eat anything with tomato in. So then he'll get a burger when they're doing a bolognese cheese or something like that. And it's just so easy now because you can just put it in the microwave for 4 minutes or 4.5 minutes, and it's done. You know, this is your time saver, your energy saver, and I believe like how that did the cabbage was phenomenal. I'd normally have to get the barbecue out to do it like that, where it was grilled.
It's
so
the flavour, isn't it? Yeah,
your
it's so
flavour
tasty.
your flavour maker, meals in minutes, caramelisation is just wonderful. All very easy for me to
Oh, very simple. Bring your teeth next time.
I know. I'm wearing them in for a friend.
A grand job. Now, this is a great idea, and we've had lots of people emailing in saying, oh, I'm buying this because I cook a lot for myself on my own, and I can do, like, my whole dinner, really, in here.
Yeah, you know, that could be a chicken breast in there, like we did our chicken fillets with our Chinese chicken fillets. We're doing some Cajun salmon here.
And then you can perhaps put that with a bit of rice. When you get that out, throw the rice in the microwave, dinner done.
Yeah, that's a whole dinner, isn't
Dinner
it?
done.
Dinner done.
There's a lot of little slogans here. Meals in minutes, dinner done.
T-shirts.
Yeah, we could all have a different one.
Honestly, remember, though you do instantly think it's a toasty maker, just going in with our salmon and the asparagus, all your vegetables are delicious. But do your hash browns, do your waffles in there for your breakfast. A 1 egg omelette. We're just doing eggy bread, which we'll be getting out in a moment.
Toasty.
But always, if you just bought it for toasted sandwiches, when you think what you spend on a toasted sandwich, and if you travel this abroad, if you've got, you know, an apartment and you often go out and buy a toasted sandwich, but for work, and it's a proper toasted sandwich.
Crispy.
It really is. It's crispy. I cannot stress
I think, in an
the
instant.
quality of this is just incredible. You know, and that's why I do think the offer where you go for 2 is a real great one, because imagine while you're doing one toasted sandwich, you can get the next one ready and then just swap them over.
We've got a friend that lives in Portugal. She'd love this.
She would actually, yeah.
She?
We should
and I
take
know
one
what she'd
out.
put in
Oh,
it.
look.
She'd put cheese and Marmite.
Yeah, she would. She loves a bit of
Loves
Marmite.
a bit of Marmite.
Well, do you know what? At Christmas, this is what I got my 2 sisters. My nephew's 18 and he's a delivery driver now.
Right.
And so he comes in at all awkward times and then he can create his meals in minutes, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not loads of mess.
And if you were just
you can pop it straight in the dishwasher. So you can have one in the dishwasher and then one ready to go and then just keep reversing
But they rinse off and wipe clean like you won't believe. So we do ours just in the sink. But if you've just come in from a night out, oh my word, look at that. Wow. If you've just come in from a night out, perhaps you've just bought a really expensive burger, or you really fancy a snack and you fancy that toasted sandwich. Burgers in here are amazing. You can do a burger in about 4 minutes rather than spending all of that money.
Always the eggy bread.
Eggy bread.
Eggy bread. Shall I get the maple
I might have
syrup?
to move this
tower. Move the tower.
I'll put the tower over on the table. Oh,
What are we going to serve it with?
Right, I'm maple syrup.
Nice.
Look at that, look.
you loved this last time, didn't you?
Nice bit of
And
maple
again,
syrup.
how quick and easy is that? Just to do eggy bread just for you, or you could have another one going in right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody happy.
If you want to serve it with fruit, or you want to serve it with bacon and maple syrup, it's going to be brilliant.
With fruit, it'd be really
Oh
nice.
yeah, all your different fruits
A bit
and
of
some
icing
different
sugar.
fruit.
Some icing
Yeah.
sugar,
Bit of
yeah.
icing sugar on top.
I will bring some fruit next time, yes. Very good idea.
Yeah.
But you see how we can go from cabbage to a burger to pigs in blankets to
Chicken
maple
Kiev,
syrup.
we've done chicken from raw as well. Marinade it, put some seasoning on it. You can do, and we've done the thickest of sort of chicken as well. We did a chicken sort of fillet, and that was huge. I think you can see it right there on the table. So versatile.
It really is. You've got 3 different colours to choose from, remember. Charcoal, red, orange are your colours. 1 for 25. You can get 2 for 45. We'll knock an extra £5 off the price as you go through to check out. You
I just
don't
saw
need
the
to do anything.
halloumi. We've got to do halloumi again. Halloumi in here is amazing. Definitely get 2, whether you are keeping them both for you, which lots of people are thinking, well, I'm going to have the 2, I'll take one into work.
Look at that.
Oh, look at the size of that as well.
Well, thick or thin, it all goes in because you have this wonderful adjustable
We'd
thing.
like trousers like that, wouldn't we?
I've got trousers like that.
We like that adjustable bit, which is fabulous. Loads of emails in. What did I just hear about cheesy beans?
Cheesy beans.
Cheesy beans. Jacket potato cheesy beans.
I've never tried it.
You wouldn't do a jacket potato in it, no.
You'd have to microwave the jacket potato first.
Oh, Leslie's
if
coming
you
up with
cooked
all
it
kinds of
first
ideas.
and then scoop
in
it
the
out
diary.
and then put it in there.
It's like in a world of her own. Do this, scoop it out, do that.
You should do the recipe book.
Yeah, I think you should.
There's loads of ideas and loads of questions coming in. If you got any questions, please do email in. If you want us to make a certain toasty, we'll try. If we've got the ingredients, we'll do it for you. If you're thinking, what can I do? And Sam's actually emailed in about frozen products.
I've done frozen burger, please.
So things you can cook from frozen, you can cook from frozen in your micro munch as well.
Yeah, you can.
Just give it a little bit of extra time. When we say things are about 4 minutes, if it's frozen, it might take that little bit longer.
Yeah, and always check it's cooked through, obviously, what we say when it comes to meats or frozen foods, especially. The variety of food that we've seen is bonkers, isn't it?
Breakfast, lunch and dinner. So breakfast, we just had the eggy bread. You could do a 1 egg omelette. You could do a bacon
eggy
sandwich.
Bread. Eggy bread that was lovely with
I did say eggy bread.
Sorry, I missed that bit. I only saw bacon sandwich.
I
missed eggy bread.
I said a 1 egg omelette.
There's only half a bacon sandwich.
A bacon sandwich. The bacon
Did you
sandwich.
say eggy bread?
I did say eggy bread. I did, which is perfect. Or you could have
eggy bread.
A baked bean toasty because we like baked beans for breakfast.
Yes.
Lunch, you could do fish fingers.
Cajun salmon.
You could do Cajun salmon with a bit of asparagus, some pepper.
Yeah.
And then you could be doing now some rice in the microwave whilst you're plating that up, and that's a whole meal there.
I think fish is something that a lot of people struggle cooking. I do.
Definitely.
I definitely can't cook it on the hob if you try and do it on the hob.
I think sometimes you'll go out and you'll love the salmon you have in a restaurant, but when you try and cook it at home, it's never the same, is it?
Can I just show you this pepper?
Oh, yes.
I love them like that.
Look. Can you see how squishy that is, you know?
We went on holiday and they had a great restaurant. We said you'd be great there, where the chef is at the front and he cooks all the food for you as you all sit and watch.
Yes, it was great.
And what did he make? He char grilled, and he had a big old machine to do it. He did peppers and aubergines and things like that.
Yeah.
And he made the most delicious dish, and I can't remember what it was. But
it was all veggie, wasn't it?
You could do it in here.
Yeah.
Doesn't help you at home, but honestly,
you need to carve the salmon.
Carve the salmon, madam.
I can't remember what it was.
And this just shows you how it cooks that fish perfectly in a matter of minutes. Look at that. Isn't that spot on, isn't it?
And it smells absolutely fantastic.
Oh.
So we have gone from toasted sandwich to eggy bread or French toast.
Eggy bread?
We're currently doing a burger. We've done party food, spring rolls. It's just incredible, isn't it?
That is so nice.
And it's so moist and delicious. And I was saying you could do that with honey as well. It's
a bit of honey on top there,
And to think you could go from eggy bread to that is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So you've got to do the halloumi again, because the halloumi.
Yep, we can.
And I think some things like halloumi.
Can I show you how I do it?
Yes, please.
Because I think this is something we all love, but you'd think, well, that's a bit of a hassle to do that just for myself. Look how quick and easy this is. So that was a bit of your olive oil spray.
And I'll put some seasoning on if I can find it.
So 1 calorie spray. So this is virtually calorie free.
Salt and pepper, maybe? Oh, there you go.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
virtually calorie free with that 1 calorie spray.
I don't think we can say that.
You know I'm only joking. But I like to...
If you look at it,
we aren't deep frying it, though, are we?
We're not deep frying it.
Yeah,
no.
that's
Thank
true.
You, Paul.
Yeah.
So we're making it better.
Look sharp, Mini Carla.
Halloumi just is, I just think, so good for you because it tastes so good.
Oh, it's
but you can do all your veg in there. So if you do like your veg, if you're trying to eat that bit healthier, I can't wait to get that cauliflower steak out.
Yeah. We went to a
amazing.
Restaurant recently, didn't we? And the cauliflower steak was as much as the fillet steak.
Honestly.
I was like,
crazy,
what?
Expensive,
It's a bit of cauliflower.
It was absolutely crazy.
But it was great.
Tastes
You had it, didn't you, as your main course?
It was absolutely delicious, but it was huge. But you can do that in an instant. And we have done steaks in the past as well, haven't we? To put into sandwiches and things.
But you've got it, for sandwich. It doesn't cook them as amazing as like in a really hot grill.
If you were doing like a
but if you were doing it, for, I don't know, for a Philly sandwich, you know, whether you use the cream cheese, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've done so many different, whether it is things, think about the kids and the grandkids wanting the fish fingers or the chicken nuggets, or perhaps it's you like your Chinese starters. It browns those absolutely brilliantly. But there's your fish fingers. And when the kids are hungry, if you can't feed them virtually straight away, they want a chocolate biscuit. They want a crisp. You know, the packet of crisps are open. Whereas when you've actually got something that cooks so quickly in the microwave, about 4 minutes, job done. And you could have a gourmet fish finger sandwich, which can cost a fortune.
Very gastro, isn't it? Those gastro pubs.
But then you could be doing hash browns, you could be doing bacon, you could be doing burgers, chicken nuggets.
But these things that we're talking about, fish fingers, chicken nuggets, they're crisp. This is the thing that blew me away.
Yeah.
In a microwave.
Because it's not the microwave really. Well, I suppose it is the microwave that's cooking your food.
But it's heating those plates, isn't it?
The microwave, because if you put a piece of bread in the microwave, it's not going to toast, is it? We know that. But because it's in those hot plates, the microwave heats the hot plates, and those hot plates brown and grill the food, whether that is bacon or whether that is a waffle or whether that is the fish fingers that you just saw.
All the things, if you fried them, would crisp. Well, they do in the microwave because of those hot plates.
If you do the veg, because it gives you that sort of charcoal grilled taste. Yeah. So the veg is just delicious in there.
Is it sweetheart cabbage, the one that Paul was... Oh, that was so tasty.
And you just put some all-season seasoning over it. Yeah. Oh, tastes
amazing. And it browned and crisp. Now, we must talk about the deal for you and the colours that we have. Definitely. So, if you want to go for one is £25. However, if you add 2 into your basket, you automatically get an extra £5 off. So you get 2 for £45. No extra on the postage. 673983 is the item number. There's your red on the top. You've got an orange and you've got a charcoal. Charcoal's been massively busy, but orange is the lowest in stock.
We actually had the most stock. We had the most stock we've ever had for a show because we tend to sell out of this every time it goes to air. The charcoal, we had the biggest amount, and I know over 50% of that has already sold out and gone. But like Sean said, the orange is, whilst we have the stock, grab it. I know lots of you have gone for the red and the orange tonight, and you're keeping one at home, you keep taking one into work. Because take your toasted sandwich, the sandwich could be ready in your micro munch, in your bag, and at lunchtime at work, grab it out, throw it in the microwave, and you've got a toasted sandwich. How much do you spend on a toasted sandwich? If you're at work, you think, oh, I'll just pop out and get a toasted sandwich. They can cost an absolute fortune. I know about £6.
Well, if we have a look, we've got a page to show you ham and cheese. This is the basic toasty. If you're going for a ham and cheese toasty at home, and you look at Starbucks, you're looking at over £6 for one toasty. Cafe Nero, £5.50. Pret Manger, £4.70. Costa Coffee, £4.45.
Not even a posh one, is it? It's
well,
just
if you
a
go,
regular cheese
and if you go above something other than ham and cheese, it will go higher and higher in price. If you talk about a toasted sandwich at the motorway services, it can be double those prices.
And sometimes they can be so disappointing because though they perhaps might have been toasted at some time, by the time you get it in that paper bag, they've gone soggy, haven't they? You know you've got the perfect toasted sandwich out of your micro munch. But then use this to do a 1-egg omelette. Use this to do bacon. However,
a burger.
Yes. Perhaps you're just in from a night out and you've just bought a really expensive burger. You could have done your own burger. You can cook, if there's food that you can cook from frozen, like your burgers and your sausages, if you're able to cook them from frozen, you can cook them in here from frozen. Just give them that little bit longer. You get a great instruction sheet as well to give you a little bit of inspiration for your vegetables, and whether you want to do hash browns in here or waffles. So many great ideas you'll see throughout the show. And of course you can, like Sean was saying earlier, re-watch the show on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. That's a great
So if you
inspiration.
get it home and you think, well, I've forgotten what they did.
And you want to see a selection of recipes that Paul does, you'll see him on the YouTube channel.
We did the salmon there with the asparagus and the pepper and the lemon. There's chicken there that was just like chicken breast or chicken fillets, and you can marinate it or put some seasoning on it. We did the biggest pigs in blankets.
Yeah, look at the size of them.
Your regular pigs in blankets. Or I like the little cocktail sausages, but I don't like them cold. I like them warmed up. They're massive, aren't they? I mean, can you imagine having those at Christmas? There'd be nothing else.
Merry Christmas.
No space left on your plate.
No, it'd be a turkey.
On there as well is just mushrooms in here with a little bit of spray oil. I don't think you'll have ever tasted a mushroom.
So tasty.
That tasted so mushroomy.
They seem to retain all the flavour,
I think mushrooms, you can lose a lot of the flavour when you cook them. You don't need to add any just a bit of spray oil. We've done them in the past as well with garlic in, just some proper bits of garlic. But you could use some garlic salt and
put
things.
some garlic butter on. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? If you want to go for the Micro Munch, it is the original. It's got the logo on the actual Micro Munch when you get it home. As Hayley said, there's a guide there to talk you through everything. Just choose which colours. You can have 2 of the same colour, or you can mix and match the colours. 1 for £25 or 2 for £45. 673983 is the item number. What shall we talk about next, do you think?
Who knows? Remember, if you spend over £30, you can use PayPal Pay in 3 if you've got it, and it allows you to split that cost over those 3 payments. Now, lots of you are shopping across our hour, and something you've gone for is our actual cheese mill.
Yeah.
And this is brilliant to get alongside your Micro Munch, because this allows the prep for whatever you're doing really in the kitchen, so quick and easy.
Makes it so much easier. Now, you've seen it here straight away with different types of hard cheese, whether it's cheddar, whether it's Parmesan, Red Leicester, Double Gloucester, any of your hard cheeses. It's actually got a separator in the middle, which I love. So you can put 2 different types of cheese in there if you want to.
Yeah, you could mix, or you could put chocolate on one side, biscuits on the other side, or some boiled eggs on one side and some cheese in the other. Could be the nicest sort of egg sandwich. Great for Parmesan cheese as well. And a good tip, if you want breadcrumbs, perhaps you're doing a recipe and you need breadcrumbs. If your bresh is... That was like fresh bread. If your bread is fresh and, you know, you're meant to use sort of offer bread, put it in with like a cracker, and it really will give you the best breadcrumbs as well. And that could be a topping for a cake or a cheesecake or an ice cream. And we saw the boiled egg as well. You can do that just on its own to have the fluffiest of egg sandwiches. It's great for all cheeses. And the nice thing with cheese, there's your egg. That's all you need to do, pop it in, and it'll be really fluffy and light to go in a sandwich or onto a salad. But if you like your cheeses, once you've done Parmesan perhaps in there, and there's a bit left over, put the lid on and put it back in the fridge.
Well, that's the other great thing, isn't it? You're not grating your fingers or your nails, but you're also not having to eat that last bit of cheese.
I might still eat the last bit.
Or is that a bad thing?
Yeah, I'll still
bad or good?
I'll still eat the last bit of cheese. It's good for soft cheese as well, like cheddar and Red Leicester and Double Gloucester, whatever that cheese may be. But do use it for other things like nuts, you know, and eggs and crackers and biscuits and chocolate and so much more. So versatile. £20 is your price. Every home should have one, and because you've got a course and a fine, I don't know what's happened.
We're out of
I've got the wrong teeth in tonight. 226273 is your item number. Because you have got the 2 different grating blades, it does allow you to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Prep-wise.
Really, really versatile.
For whether you're baking or whether you're preparing a salad or a dinner.
I think it's everyday cooking, isn't it, with something like this. And if you know someone who loves cooking and you want to get them a gift, it's a great gift for any
My mum loves it just for cheese, really.
Yeah.
And even if you just used it for cheese, because she'll put the cheese in and she will put the lid on top and put it back in the fridge.
Store it in the fridge.
And then use it again the next day for whatever, whether that's to go on a jacket potato or on a salad. The air frying books are flying as well. And of course, remember your basket spend, as long as it's over £30, you can use your PayPal Pay in 3. And we've got Paul with us, and he writes the best books, and I think all of us love our air fryers. If you need inspiration, oh my word. With these 3 books, you can buy them separately, but don't, because the deal with them together is incredible. So much inspiration, and you know, talking you through air fryers and making you realise there's so many things you could cook that you wouldn't even think about cooking. There's vegetarian dishes, there's vegan dishes, there's starters, there's sides, there's mains, there's desserts, there's soups, there's coronation chicken, there's takeaway meals. Throughout the whole 3 books, one book's got 93 pages with virtually a recipe on every single page. And the other 2 books have got about 63 pages. So many recipes. Because I think we do get stuck in a rut and we cook the same things all the time. You just think, oh, I have chicken on a Wednesday, I have fish on a Friday. But if you are cooking for yourself for the first time, I think what Paul's books are so good at is making cooking so easy.
They talk you through every step of the way.
You've got your recipe ingredients there, so that's just your shopping list. And then you're ready to go with pictures and words, which we love.
And you're going to get 3 of them, remember, 3 recipe books for £15, all for your air fryer, air frying inspiration, all written by Paul, our chef here, who we've got with us tonight. So if you want to go for them, 549182 is the item number for the triple pack. They are available individually, but that triple pack is the best value that you see.
Now we've got to get back to our micro munch. 60% now of charcoal has sold out and gone. Charcoal we had the most stock of, didn't expect it to disappear so quickly. We had the biggest stock we've ever had for a show, actually, and well over half of that stock has sold out and gone. One for £25, but do double up. Have one at home, one at work, one at home, one in the caravan, one for you, one as a gift, because you'll save another £5. You're getting 2 for £45.
It's such a brilliant deal that we've got for you. Go to the website and you'll see everything that we have available for you. shopontvlive.co.uk. Now we're looking at Luca Lou. Now, Paul, you know a little bit about this.
I do, yeah, because that's my sister developed.
It's a family affair.
Fabulous.
And they are absolutely gorgeous. They're so soft. A lovely other Jack that works on here as a chef.
Yes.
He's just had a baby. I just sent him
some.
They are so beautiful, but they have built-in feet, little socks, so they never lose their socks again, and they're nice and stretchy. So look them up. They are amazing. Loads of gorgeous colours. All designed by my sister.
They're absolutely fabulous. So check out the sizes, check out the different designs, put them into your basket if you would like them. And just remember, there's lots of items we do have on the website that we don't bring to air. So if you are looking for presents, just have a little nosy. Over 700,000 products. But please do make sure you put them alongside our micro munch, because it is absolutely flying.
Have you got more questions?
Yeah, I've got here. Is it possible to cook hash browns? And we
yes,
know
you can do hash browns. I have done hash browns. I tried chips. It didn't work so well because you have to cook them for quite a long time.
Right.
But hash browns were great.
You get
but let me just talk you through, because I love this product so much. I'm so passionate about it. First of all, the quality of the silicone bakeware is fantastic. It's new and improved, and it's really easy and flexible.
And really durable, isn't it?
Really durable, yeah. I've tried other different makes, and they scorch on the outside and go crumbly. This just doesn't. It's really good quality.
How much
so always go for the slice of bread on the top, micro munch. Yeah, this is one that we use all the time. It's still, actually feel it's a little bit warm still.
It is, yeah.
But you can see it stays like
looks
new.
Yeah.
The quality of the plate and the non-stick is phenomenal. Yeah. Now, like when if you do, say, a burger in it, if you do a burger for 4 minutes in it, then you can take off the lid, put cheese on top of the burger, and put it back in as is, like this.
Oh, open.
For another minute, 45 seconds, 30 seconds, depending on the power of your microwave. I've got an example of 3 different toasted sandwiches. Now, you can really save on the calories too. If you don't want to use butter, you can literally spritz with a couple of 1-cal spray, and then that will give it that lovely kind of brown toasty feel. Or you can just have it as dry toast.
So you put that onto the plate.
You don't have to do anything. In here, to give an example, we've got brie and salami and cheese and marinated tomatoes. In here, we've got Stilton and beef. And in here, we've got baked beans, chorizo with honey and cheese.
Wow.
Do you see how you're only limited by your imagination?
Absolutely.
So, and I just love it. So you can create meals in minutes, like you say. put it, if you've got a microwave where you're going on holiday, you can take it on holiday anywhere where you go.
You might have a holiday home, put it in
Yeah.
a suitcase, take it with you. Someone emailed in and they're going on holiday to a hotel and they know they have a microwave they can use at the hotel.
That's a
so
great
at lunchtime,
idea, isn't it?
Perhaps you have to pay for lunch. You could just do
Yeah,
your
rather
own
than going out
sandwich.
and paying fivers and tenors.
Because you know what, normally, for
toasted
the price of a loaf of bread and the cheese and the ham, so then you'll make that many sandwiches, you know, maybe 10, is the price of maybe one buying it ready-made, isn't it?
So look at the
the
prices.
economics is amazing. I want everyone to save money, and you're doing it by picking up the phone
And even the fact you're just using the microwave rather than you're using the oven and the hob and all these different appliances in the kitchen. Because we have done a whole dinner, really, like a salmon, asparagus, some pepper and some lemon. So you can do a whole meal very much in here. And a lot of people that cook just for themselves say this is going to make it so easy and so versatile for them to do something like that. And I think that's why a lot of people are doubling up. I think you're keeping them all for yourself because you could be doing, you know, salmon in one, veg in another. That looks amazing.
Oh, it looks so good.
Cauliflower steak.
Wow.
Really
Cauliflower
trendy, this,
steak.
isn't it?
Look at that. Look.
Oh.
Wonderful. Really perfectly cooked every single time. This is what I love about it.
Great idea. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, we had an email about
This is a good
crumpets.
question.
I do like a crumpet.
Would you like a crumpet?
No, I do like a crumpet.
No, I know you do. But Luca likes a crumpet.
Yeah, Luca
Can we do a crumpet in there?
crumpets?
You can do crumpet in there, yeah.
Oh,
Game changer. he
Game
said.
changer, Luca. Crumpets.
Thank you.
Yes.
And
oh,
again,
it's Luke, not Luca.
Oh, Luke, sorry. And you can do them as you like them because I like them really
well cooked.
Well done.
You don't like a soggy crumpet.
I don't
do
like
you?
a soggy crumpet. I like a really
Crisp crumpet.
where the butter just melts.
Just loads of
through.
butter.
And the
Oh,
jam.
and
if
this
you
is
put
what I
different jam.
must mention, actually. When you do the toasted sandwiches,
Yep.
you take them out right away because you don't want them to steam in their own
Oh,
heat,
good
right?
point.
But
right.
with things like your burgers and stuff like that, it doesn't matter if you you know how you let meat rest?
Yes.
So there's the two different rules,
Right.
okay?
So a
if it's
toasted sandwich, get it out
right
straight away. Don't let it
Hello,
sweat.
mate.
Oh, look.
Oh, halloumi time.
Halloumi, so quick. You could just cut through slices of that off, put a bit of seasoning on it,
Yeah.
throw it in just for you if you fancy. That could be a really quick starter, couldn't it, with for a meal?
Yeah, we love that as a starter, don't we? Some halloumi.
And it cooks it so
And the other
so quickly. so well
Yeah,
and so
and
quickly.
cooking space. You know, for extra
Oh,
cooking space,
Look,
this
it's
is
just,
brilliant.
look, can you see how gooey that
look at
is? It's just
'Cause we
so good.
have always done ours in the past in the air fryer, which is great, but it doesn't cook it as quick as it
No,
cooks it.
no,
in
it
here.
takes
No,
20
and a
minutes.
fraction of the energy as
Yeah.
well. You know, and energy is
Wow.
quite a big thing now. I
That's
remember
huge.
one of my
That
staff.
last bit is for me, I think.
Straight in,
Look
look.
at that. Super hot. Super, super hot.
And this is why it's so popular. This is why hundreds of you have already gone for the deal. Hundreds of you still got them in baskets. Remember, it's not yours until you confirm your order and you check out whatever colours you want to get here. Orange, red and charcoal are your options. £25 for one, but if you add two into your basket, you get a further £5 off.
Remember, 60% of that charcoal sold out and gone. Well over 50% of everything sold out and gone. We had so much stock. We didn't expect these stock updates. Still loads in baskets. So still a chance they could go. We've
Was
got
that the
just
sauce,
under an
that
hour.
noise? Was that the
Pardon you.
sauce or was that you?
Reason why. There is our
Burger time.
burger time.
You might have just come in from a night out.
Yeah, that's just what you want, isn't it?
It is phenomenal,
And
isn't it?
you could buy that. And how much would that cost to buy that?
Yeah, that can be a bit like a tenner, you know, if you're on your way home from a night out.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
nice.
Luke's
And this
really
is-
pleased about the crumpets. He
looking.
also asked about
look.
hash browns. We just said about hash browns. Brilliant. Oh, now,
Look at
yes,
that.
please.
I
Yeah,
love our
hash
lovely
browns we just
Leslie,
covered.
our
Great,
producer,
aren't
was
they?
like, oh, I wasn't interested in your
Yeah, definitely hash browns, waffles as well, chicken nuggets, fish fingers,
has to go to the
broccoli,
table, I'm
asparagus,
afraid.
parsnips, carrots, mushrooms. So versatile. Your chicken nuggets.
Look at this.
Pigs
This is
in
gonna be
blankets.
great.
Oh, yeah, our smoky chicken.
Smoky
Smoky
chicken fillet.
chicken.
Oh, I
Even
love
a chicken
that.
Kiev, we said, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want
Do
to.
a chicken
don't
Kiev
fall
just
off.
for you in there.
Don't more chicken on the floor
No,
or the
we've
counter. do we?
dropped enough chicken
Now, are we
tonight.
delivering this burger? Have we got to send it out to the
I'll
courier
do
upstairs?
the chicken now, shall I? So again, a chicken burger. I have to confess, on the way down, because I come down from Cambridge to London,
Right.
we stopped. Both of us had 2 chicken burgers and a drink and admittedly some chips. Come to just over £22. So can you see how, you know, you can really make meals in
It's going to pay for itself, really, isn't it? Definitely. Even if you normally have if you just did toasties in here and you normally have a toastie, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, it will pay for it before you know. You can pay £5, £6 on a toastie and you're able to make yours as and when you want to. But all the burgers, whether it's a veggie burger, whether it's chicken burger, whether it's a proper burger, which we just saw there, or whether you do, we've put some slices in. I think a sausage roll would be fabulous in here.
Yeah, definitely, because it won't be soggy, the pastry.
Because it crisps.
Because the plates get so hot, that's why you get that crisping.
Such a clever design,
and
isn't
that
it?
brownness.
And remember, it's all about, well, Micro Munch is the brand you want to look at because it's all about quality.
Yeah, definitely.
You know that you have got the best of the silicone, the best of those non-stick plates. So even though we use ours time and time and time and time again throughout the shows, and then show after show after show, they all still look like new. So that's the incredible thing. And remember,
crispy
bread, meat, out of a microwave.
Oh my goodness,
turns your microwave into a grill, really, doesn't it?
It is, yeah. That's why anyone who's watching this who knows someone or has got a microwave really should go for it. And I would go for the offer with the 2 as well. So then if you've got 1 on the go, so say you could be doing, I don't know, all your veggies in one and your burgers or your chicken fillets in the other, or 2 sandwiches on the go, one's ready, one's for the next person.
And a lot of people have said they've got like a holiday home, or they're going to pack one and take it with them in the suitcase. Take it if you're glamping and you've got a microwave.
That looks good.
What was that was the beans.
Baked beans, chorizo with honey and cheese. And I tried the earlier one, and that's why there's only half of it. Because it was so yummy.
That's a mini version.
That sounds fabulous, doesn't it? And that's the thing, it's down to your imagination.
I was just going to say, you're not limited.
Toasted sandwich could be a leftover Sunday dinner
if you go an artisan like cafe or whatever, and it's £9.50 now for
for a toast.
And I get it, because you know you got rates, you're paying for the seat as well. But you know you really can create wonderful things. Oh
that
my
looks
goodness,
fabulous.
Does look
if I wasn't on telly now.
That does look so good.
This over here, but have we got a fish fillet here, Paul? Is that what this is?
We can do that.
And we've also got a vegan burger, I think Paul said, or a veggie burger. We've got spring rolls, full-size spring rolls.
All of your Chinese starters. We did the prawn toast and things, which was delicious earlier on. Yeah, let's do
fish
that.
Fillet.
Because that's a nice, big, old, lovely fish fillet.
Chunky fish fillet.
And again, this could be lots of people emailing and saying, this is brilliant for me. Cook a lot for just myself, and this is going to allow me to do something so quickly and so easily.
Bless, when I think, bless her, if she was still, my gran would have loved something like this, because, you know, doing a fish fillet, stuff like that. She loved a bloomer loaf with bread and butter.
Nice.
She would have put it in the middle.
Yeah, nice fish sandwich.
My mum's often like, I'm not putting the whole oven on just for me.
No, well, that's it. Yeah, no one wants to do that, especially with the prices of things now. So, you know, if you have got an elderly relative and you know they don't mind using their microwave and stuff like that, it's going to be the game changer.
Now, loads of questions coming in. Length of time on food. Now, on a whole, most things between 3 and 5 minutes, or depending.
Comes with a little guide as well.
You have got an instruction leaflet. Will give you an idea. Obviously, it does vary, or depending on the wattage of your microwave. So, a little bit like trial and error.
And again, just like if you were checking something in the oven, if you need to do it a bit longer, you can just put it back in again.
Yeah.
Okay, so treat it as any other kitchen appliance, where if you pulled something out of the oven, it wasn't cooked, you put it back in a bit longer. We
were saying earlier, weren't we? We like our bacon really crispy, so we'd leave it in for a lot longer. And then we had an email in, and a lady liked her bacon like warm ham.
She did.
So you can cook it, but obviously if you're cooking meats, always cook it all the way through like you would do if you were cooking it normally. And look how great that toasty is.
This is the Stilton. I can smell it. The Stilton and beef.
It's toasty, both sides. Absolutely perfect.
The poor gallery is
Can I just say a massive congratulations to anyone who has gone for it tonight. you know, you're just going to fall in love with it. When have you ever seen me so excited about cabbage? You know, this is how it can make food incredible.
Like a child in a sweet shop about cabbage.
Here we've got an email from Bev. She says she loves it. I do my kids' nuggets and burgers so quickly.
Brilliant, Bev.
Thank you, Bev.
Good point. Thank you.
That's like my own sisters. I can speak for my own sisters. You know, it's just incredible.
And you were saying about fussy children.
Yeah, or doing different
There's
things
often
for
one child that won't
children.
eat the same as everyone else, and so easily you can do something like chicken nuggets or fish fingers or, you know, whatever they want, a burger on its own sort of thing.
Yeah, still loads of emails coming in. You can still get in touch, studio@shoponTV.co.uk. You can use the message board on the front of the website, but you can email directly in as well.
Now, Beverly's put here, you could virtually do your Sunday dinner with, because you could do your chicken, you could do your carrots, and you know, there's so many bits.
Well, you
could
said
do your
about,
parsnips.
you know, it does. The cabbage, lovely. So I bet it would do Brussels sprouts equally.
Oh, I
We
think
said
Brussels
that.
sprouts.
We had sprouts tonight.
We're going to try it, cut them in half.
Brilliant. Just saying, your pork stuffing meatballs.
Ooh,
They'd be nice in there, wouldn't they?
They would be nice, absolutely. This was from Luke, who asked about the crumpets. He says he loves Paul's cooking tonight.
Thank you
we
so much.
love Paul being in as well. It's always great to have him here.
Look, there you go. That was our smoky chicken millet.
Crispy
Look,
in
it's
the
at
microwave.
96. Like, if I just try it in different places. Do you see why you've got that thick silicone? You get the even heat distribution.
Right, so it cooks all the way
It's just
through.
incredible.
Fabulous.
So that is more than done.
And how long did you do that one, Paul? Sorry?
That was 4 minutes.
4 minutes, brilliant.
Look at that.
email.
I didn't use any extra oil or anything. Sorry, I keep
Fabulous.
interrupting.
No, you're all right. We've got so much to say, and we've got so many emails coming in. That's going to be the best sandwich, isn't it? Dan asked about a croissant.
Croissant.
And
I found it did crush them a bit, but with ham and bacon, it was delicious.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm in for that.
Yes, that's good. I quite like a squashed croissant because then you can just butter and jam on the one bit.
Oh, because it can be messy,
because I can
can't it?
never split it properly.
It goes
and
everywhere,
I just
doesn't
end up
it?
covered in bits.
Covered in
Whereas that for me would be actually better for sure.
Now, I was getting asked about omelettes. You can do a 1-egg omelette.
Okay.
Okay.
yes.
So you don't want to do any more than that because it'll overflow.
Flow over.
So you literally just put your 1 egg in.
Just
like
cover the
so.
base.
And so if, say, you were doing, I don't know, like one of those like breakfasty muffin-y sandwiches.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever,
like a breakfast.
yeah, you can do that.
Comes out brilliantly, this.
It does.
Talking about
And don't
breakfast.
forget, I didn't even spray that with oil
No,
or
you just
anything.
poured it.
I'm
Nothing
that
at all. Oh, no, you
confident
don't need
in the
to, really.
non-stick. Normally about just over 2 minutes in this.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So less time on that as well.
So this is from Grace. She says, good evening. She's actually in the Falkland Islands in the RAF. And she'd really like to look the look of the micro munch. She said, could she combine multiple foods in one go? So like a little small fry up, so a bit of bacon,
Yeah,
a
just
little
like we
sausage.
do with the salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
you
mushrooms.
could.
I did with the
Yes.
I wrapped the big sausages in bacon, didn't I?
did, yeah.
You could have put some mushrooms and maybe a hash brown in there.
Yeah.
So you could have put it all in
so you
together.
could.
Great
Yeah, just on the
idea.
one plate. So yes,
Yeah.
definitely. So yeah, definitely. Lovely to hear from you, Grace.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank
Watching
you, Grace.
well, she goes to the Falklands a lot.
It's lovely to hear from all of you. Thank you so much for being in touch. If you had emailed in, we'll try and answer as many as we can
It's always
on the
lovely
show.
to hear from you.
Really busy tonight, right through. Make sure you check out your baskets if you want to get hold of this.
We had our biggest stock ever tonight because, Paul, whenever you come with the micro
bless
munch,
you.
the stock
But do you know
disappears.
what I love about these shows, you know, how many cookery shows can people email it and we'll answer you back?
Yeah,
It's incredible.
exactly, yeah.
And we'll talk
And
about
when
them, do
you
it live.
see
It's
so
amazing.
much.
Brilliant.
Remember, stock-wise, a vast amount of the stock now sold out and gone. Charcoal, I would say, could be possibly the first to go, though the orange is super, super low in stock.
What was that?
Our food is disappearing.
I know who
and we're
that
not
was.
quite sure how or where it's going.
I think we did. It's working
Keep
very
filling that
hard
table
tonight.
up.
Our floor manager Sam always working hard, but
Always-
tonight
always very
he's
hard.
non-stop at sausage
Tonight he's
steaming.
working hard and he's very full.
He is. It's not all making it to the table. Let's
Oh
put
my
it that way.
goodness.
Whoa!
Salami with brie
Oh,
and cooked
wow.
peppers. Sorry, there you go.
Brie in
Wow,
there is
look at
going to be
that.
so tasty, isn't it?
Salami and brie.
goodness,
I like the
that
sound
smells
of that.
so good. And look, can I just have a bite
yeah,
of
because
this?
that sounds amazing. That was
Go on,
baked beans,
give it a test.
chorizo and honey, and a bit of cheese.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's down to you.
I feel like one of those squirrels.
I don't know where to go next.
What leftovers have you got in the fridge?
Yeah.
Make a toasted
Pop it in
sandwich.
a
But
toasted
actually,
sandwich.
remember, this can be breakfast, lunch and dinner. It can be a snack. It can be a whole dinner. You could put, just like Grace was saying, can you put a selection of different things in? We put salmon, asparagus, lemon, pepper. It could be chicken fillets.
Yeah.
And you could put, you know, a little bit of broccoli in there.
Yeah, so it's like a mini meal,
A little
isn't
hash
it?
brown. If you want.
Remember
you
your
could do-
egg muffin?
Yes.
Oh, is it egg time?
Oh,
look
that.
at this.
So that's your one egg
Oh, I can smell that.
omelette.
That
Look
smells
at that.
fabulous.
Look at
So
that.
imagine if you were, I don't know, you were putting it in with your burger.
Or you
There
could have that
or
with
your,
a little bit of
or
salad.
your like your sausage pate or whatever, because you can do your sausage patties in here.
Yeah.
Or you can.
And
you could have it-
this is
That's
the
the
priceless non-stick.
That the egg was
It's-
in.
You know that
How
was
clean
in.
is
I
that?
didn't spray it with oil first.
No.
You know they
doesn't look
are
like it's been used.
It's just amazing, but that's why you have to go for the
That
genuine
one egg omelette is
micro-munchy.
brilliant, isn't it?
So fluffy
You
and
could put
light,
it in
isn't
with
it?
bacon.
Now, you know, we've been using this one again and again. There's no scorch
Looks brand
marks
new.
on
No.
it.
Yeah,
It looks brand new. This is the quality and what you're investing today. You know, it's just incredible.
Absolutely incredible. You do need to check your baskets out. We've got, oh my word, I've just heard how many we have got in baskets. So it's 2:15. You're up late tonight, and perhaps you've just come in and you've bought a burger,
And you're maybe
or you
a bit
fancy
hungry.
a toasted sandwich.
Yeah.
So many in baskets. You desperately need to check those baskets through. Remember, not yours until you check out. We had the biggest amount of stock we've ever had, but we're still getting into a situation where it could be a situation where more people are trying to order than stock's available.
Yeah.
Because it's our stock until you check that basket out. So please check that basket through. Price-wise, you've got such incredible value for money for an item you'll use every single day, I think, of the week.
Yeah.
And just like Paul was saying, will last you because the quality of it is incredible. And I think it'll pay for itself, because if you looked at prices of sandwiches themselves, I mean, when you go to Starbucks or Cafe Nero, you are spending £6, £5, pounds for one toasted.
Yeah.
And this is just a ham and cheese
That's
toasty.
just your ham and cheese toasty, and you'll probably add in a coffee and a biscuit or something, or a bag of crisps. You can see how quickly this would pay for itself. Making 4 or maybe 5 toasties, it's paid for itself, and that's just ham and cheese. If you want something fancy like Paul's been cooking tonight, it'll cost you even more, won't
And
it?
remember, it can go anywhere with you. People are taking them on holiday, taking them to hotels, taking them to their apartments, but take it into work. All of a sudden, that boring lunch is a toasted sandwich out the microwave at work. Because how many people, or even you just want a piece of toast, so many workplaces now, you're not allowed a toaster.
Not allowed a toaster.
Because it sets the fire alarms off.
Yeah.
So you can do your own toast, your toasted sandwich. You could actually have this ready in your bag, take it into work and just throw it
Ready
into
to
the
go.
microwave. All
Yeah.
you need is a glamping,
Yeah.
caravan. And we were talking earlier about a boat. If you've got a microwave, you've got now a grill.
You really have. 673983 is your item number. £25 for one, or 2 for £45. We just had another email about smiley faces. We did smiley faces last week.
Smiley faces, didn't we?
Yeah, you can do smiley faces.
And they
They'll
were
be
very
crisp
happy.
and beautifully finished. Just showing you here the cheese and beans. When it comes to your toasted sandwiches, in a microwave, it's going to be crispy, it's going to be brown, and it's going to be tasty. It
And
really
it's
is that
your
perfect
imagination, isn't it? Because we actually put chorizo in with the cheese and beans in the studio as well. But remember, you've got that hinge fastener. So if you have got sort of a deeper piece of bread, or we've done a
Or a
very thick
deep
chicken fish fillet or a chicken fillet, it's absolutely phenomenal because it will adapt very much to the size of those hinges. Some microwaves you'll feel you need to turn it over halfway through. Some microwaves you won't need to turn it at all. All depends on your microwave and the wattage. But most things done between 3 and 5 minutes. And whether that is a toasted sandwich, whether that is a hash brown, whether it's bacon, whether it's fish fingers, whether it's burgers, whether it's steak for a steak sandwich, whether it's bacon in here is just amazing.
That bacon earlier was gorgeous.
And then we were saying about sort of a vegetable slice and things. Absolutely so versatile and so easy to wash. Now, it will go in the dishwasher, but the non-stick's so good. We just swill out hot soapy water.
Just take it out of the silicone and rinse it, yeah.
Paul actually did a 1-egg omelette and it looked like it hadn't been used.
No, it did. It looked like
honestly, the non-stick
And he didn't use any oil.
It's that good. He showed us afterwards and it looked completely clean. So you will just wipe it clean, but it will go in the dishwasher if you want it to.
Hundreds of you going for the deal. Still hundreds of you going for the deal right now. Make sure you confirm your order and check your order through. Choose your colours. We've still got all 3 colours at the moment. You can have 2 of the same. You can mix and match the colours. It's up to you. If you want to have 1, it's just £25. 673983 is the item number. If you go for 2, however, you add 2 to your basket, automatically will give you another £5 off the price.
And do go for 2. You could have 1 at home, 1 at work. You could have 1 at home, 1 in the caravan, 1 for yourself, 1 as a gift. Some people multi-ordering and they've ordered 4 and you're thinking some as gifts, some for you. Perhaps you've got a student going back off to university after Easter. What a great product. They'll all be... Actually, we had an email, I didn't find that one tonight, from somebody that their daughter took it off to university and they were all using it at university.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a great product, such a great gift. Perhaps you're a grandparent and you think it'd be great for me to do fish fingers really quick, a burger really quick. When the kids come round, they'll think it's fascinating when you do a toasty. But also, it'd be great for you to do your vegetables to go alongside your meal. Or we've done a whole meal.
Isn't it?
We've had lots of people emailing in, and I think it's great. People that are just cooking for themselves, thinking I could do I could have some salmon, a bit of veg, little bit of hash brown, or you know, a smiley face.
And you've got a mini meal right there, haven't you?
And we've done chicken fillets that have been marinated and things. So honestly, so versatile. And you do get an instruction booklet.
Yeah, it gives you a little guide, a guideline, if you like, to talk you through everything.
We're trying to get Paul to write a book. I'm sure we'll twist his arm in the end. But really, it's just your imagination. What this really is doing is turning your microwave into a little bit of a grill. So, I mean, people have emailed in, can we do frozen things? And if you know, they're things that you can cook from frozen, like your sausages and your fish fingers. Yes, you can do them in here from frozen.
And it's
just
about
give them a little bit extra time.
The plate's getting hot, isn't it? It's about the heat retention of the plates.
You can't brown in a microwave, can you? So you can't really do anything to brown in a microwave, or do a toasted sandwich, or do, you know, anything breaded, because it won't brown. But it's not the microwave really that cooks the food. The microwave heats those plates.
Yeah, and they're really solid. This is very important to point out, as Paul always does, is the build and the quality that you've got with Micro Munch. Quality of silicone, quality of the metal plates, and the non-stick that you've got inside there. Definitely go for 2 if you're going for this bundle that we've got for you. You've got 2 for £45. 673983 is the item number. Still hundreds of you going for it right now. Queues on the phones all night long we've had. If you can go to the website, shopontvlive.co.uk. Yes.
Still got hundreds in baskets. The biggest amount of stock we've ever had. You need to check those baskets through. Hugely, hugely busy. All I will say is the orange is super low now in stock. The charcoal, we had the most stock, but has been the absolute busiest. 60% of that stock sold out and gone. Doesn't really matter about the colour option. Just make sure you get it and get 2 of them. Lots of you ordering an orange and a red, and you're taking 1 into work. You're having 1 for the caravan. Lots of people taking them to the holiday homes. As long as you've got a microwave, you could even be glamping, and you can still be making toasted sandwiches or chicken nuggets or hash browns. Honestly, it's so versatile. If you just joined us, great to have your company. Do double up, get 2, because you will save an extra £5. And we've had Paul with us all night cooking up a storm.
Yeah.
So affordably, so quickly, so easily.
Oh, it's been just glorious.
Amazing.
And it's been such a joy because everything just comes out so good, doesn't it, you know? It's literally brilliant. Now, here, I've just got 3 different sandwiches I'm going to go with.
Fabulous.
You're only limited. I'll put some of that honey on the top.
Nice.
It's your imagination, really, isn't it?
It is,
You might have a load of leftovers from Sunday dinner. You could do a bit of a Sunday dinner toasty.
Yeah,
A bit of chicken, bit of stuffing.
Yeah.
A bit
Your
of
veggies.
pigs in blankets. Yeah, your veg as well. Yeah,
your
absolutely.
leftovers.
Show you the variety here. We've got feta with roasted vegetables and cheese.
Oh, I bet that's
You know, you don't have to use cheese if you don't want to. Our meatballs and cheese one in tomato sauce here. And we've got our chorizo with honey, Brunswick ham and our cheese. Oh, wrong colour
That was
bread.
going to be a 50-50, a white and a brown. You
We
can
like
do
a
that.
mix.
We like it. Do what you want. It's
What you want
And
here.
you'll
your
see,
micro munch.
The quality of the micro munch, remember, you've got to have the micro munch on it in the shape of a bread or else it isn't
And
a
look at the
micro munch.
thickness. Show the thickness there.
yeah, I
the
was
Thick or
just
thin, it all
say.
goes in with that expandable hinge.
It's got a hinge, so we had that in with, we put a big bit of cabbage in, like this. So
Yeah.
it hinges, so you haven't got to worry. Or if you've got thicker bread and things, if you've got like a thick fillet,
A chicken fillet,
fish,
a
whatever.
fish fillet, yeah, all of those things. It doesn't matter if it's misshaped either. It's not even across the actual micro munch
Yeah,
it
because
cooks
of how it's
through
designed.
and it distributes the heat. Then we go back to the toasted sandwiches, perfect toasted sandwiches every single time. We've got green beans, we've got cauliflower, we've got carrots that you see there. Someone's asked that our microwaves aren't on.
We
Craig?
cooked them all live. We ain't.
Oh, they're all on. They're all on.
Our food's
Yeah,
going
And it's
out
live in and out,
And
Craig.
we're
That's all we
ticking
do
down
all
at
night
your-
long.
We're ticking down
23, 24.
as we speak.
Stop.
Stop spinning. Hang on,
And
we're going to come in. We're coming
And if
in.
you listen, they
for
do
Craig.
ping through the night as well, constantly.
It's constant pinging, isn't
So
it?
honestly, yeah,
Pingity
we
ping.
are. They're straight out. There you go.
look.
Can you see?
Up,
3
counting
minutes,
down.
12, 11.
Paul's
10,
constantly running back
9,
and forth.
8.
I'm like the plate
Another
juggler.
One,
You're
another
like
one's
a
beeped,
speeding
another one's
bullet.
beeped down here.
Oh,
and
here,
says
look.
end.
End.
So it's
What it
just,
is,
it's finished.
because we're live on telly, I'm putting them in live.
yeah.
But it would be very boring if we just put
Watching
it in
you-
and waited 3 minutes.
Yeah, obviously, yeah,
Trust
we've
me.
got them ready. They've all
I'm
been
using
in
gloves
3
to
or
take
4
these out.
minutes.
These are hot.
But Paul's right
And we've
on it,
been
so
into
we've
them.
always got loads of things to bring out to try and give you as much inspiration as we
Yeah.
possibly can in one show. But honestly, we are live. And the microwaves
Barely
are
at
live.
this time.
Yeah,
What have we
barely.
got in there? Meatballs.
So meatballs
in
are going
4
in.
minutes, that will be taken out live.
Yeah, yeah. Get it in, get it. There he is. Look, it's putting it in.
And
Move, Hayley,
remember,
move.
a top tip actually, because obviously we gas and we get, we try and get them out straight away. If you are doing toasted sandwiches, do get them out of your microwave straight away and don't let
Yes.
them sit, because you want to get them out straight away so they're really crispy
Yeah.
and toasty.
You said that was important with the
then-
toasted sandwiches.
If you're doing meats, you can just stand them because they don't need to be
That was
so
our
crisp as
vegan
your bread.
burger there.
Vegan burger.
Look full of all sorts of goodies, that vegan burger.
Yeah.
Kinds of
Didn't it?
veggies, yeah.
Right.
What's
Very
in here?
colourful.
Look, it's steaming.
Look, well, just look.
steaming.
Um,
What
no,
are those ones?
Look at that, look.
Look at
Now,
that.
they're at 96 degrees.
There you go. It wouldn't be that
ain't
hot if we didn't put the
pre-cooked
microwave on.
and put in a non-microwave.
I can hear them saying that they've definitely been in the
I'm
microwave.
cooked.
Though. I've been cooked.
Oh, all
up, so
right.
Don't throw
Calm
them.
down, Paul. He's throwing them off the counter.
Is this how you serve at your restaurant?
You've got more time there.
I
It
got
is-
more
it's-
time. I'm not live to the nation. Right. What have
And
we got
that'd be
in
great
here?
for the kids' chicken nuggets, fish fingers.
Our fish one.
Oh. Is this
That
the
looks
fish?
That is the
crispy.
fish.
Yeah,
Oh, that looks great. Now that fish is dead, definitely.
definitely. Looks
And
crispy
battered.
though.
Look,
Look
at
at
that.
that,
Look
look.
at that.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Oh, that is fabulous. And how quick. Lots of people emailing in tonight,
Tartar.
and loads of families buy these, and all ages. But a lot of people emailing saying, I'm just cooking for myself.
Yeah.
And this is going to be so good for me to do a variety of food, because you could have done a little bit of broccoli with that as well if you want to do like a little bit of a meal.
Yeah, some greens,
in one
yeah.
go. Or you could be doing some bits and then put some rice in. As you serve this, the rice is dinging, and then you're done. And you really could get a meal out of this. So though we say snacks, a lot of people are looking at this
crispy
for
spring rolls.
dinners.
You know what?
They're
I knew I had the
brilliantly
noodles
done.
for something.
Not particularly for the fish.
It is that time
You can
of
tell
night.
if this was recorded and not live.
You wouldn't be fish and
We could
noodles, that
have
famous
rewound
dish.
that bit. And just look how perfectly.
Look
Crispy
how
they are.
crispy,
Yeah.
crispy.
Because I think even when you try and do them in the oven, they've got a soggy bottom.
Yeah.
They're never. Definitely no good heated up just in the microwave on their own. Air fryers are pretty good.
Oh,
with
here,
them, but
there's a beep.
There's another ping.
Pingety ping.
takes so
for the ping.
I
long.
need to put a sandwich in.
What are we
Yeah, put a
putting in?
sandwich in.
There you go.
Now look at this. This is quite a whopper. This one.
That's quite a...
Was that the
No,
better?
well, you certainly don't have to overfill them.
Oh, but why
you
would
can if you
You don't
want
get
to.
like this on fresh hair.
Why would you not? They look. I might try one of these. Were these vegetable-y?
What's,
They are.
what's in your spring rolls? Oh, don't drip that down your dress.
Right, so...
Oh, that looks dangerous. Last time, what was that? You had it all down the front. On our Jane Plan show, that's
Oh, look at
went
this.
everywhere.
They're good.
Very good.
Look, just to give you an
Really
idea
good.
of temperature, look, we're at 97,
Oh, no,
over
100
degrees.
100.
Incredible, isn't it? Do you see how amazing these plates are?
Super hot, but super good. So all of your little things like this, your Chinese starters, we've done the prawn toast.
Yeah, we did little samosas
What
and
would you like to do
wontons
now?
we
Do you want to
did.
do your
No,
slice?
should we do the
or
slice?
Your...
Oh, we
Yeah.
haven't done a slice yet.
Slice
Like
is
some
something else called
pastry.
It's a pasty, and it's not a pasty.
No,
it's a slice.
it's not pasty shaped.
I am from Devon.
And Paul will
So
tell you
it's
off.
a slice. Could be a
It's
vegetable slice.
definitely
Could be a
slice.
meat slice.
Is that?
And it could be a sausage roll. couldn't
Yeah,
it? I think
yeah.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah,
in
they
here
would.
as
Right, we've
well.
got 43 seconds on this one, 3
Okay,
minutes on
yeah.
this one.
They're ready to nearly ping in, nearly ping in. We've got green beans to go in. We've got halloumi fries to go in. We've got sausages to go in. Carrots.
We've done the cauliflower steak, which was
Yes.
delicious.
Yeah.
The cabbage was amazing.
Oh, the cabbage
You
was
could
so
do
good.
yours if you perhaps with your Sunday dinner. You're not very good at doing the carrots. You know the honey carrots.
Yeah.
Because they're quite tricky in the oven. They're great in here.
Yeah.
Or the parsnips as well, honey roasted
You could mix those
parsnips
together,
in
carrots
here.
and parsnips.
We're going to
couldn't you?
do, we haven't tried it yet, but I think it's going to be great. The Brussels sprouts cut in
Yeah,
half,
cut in half.
Yep.
and then
I think
put
that would work well.
a little bit of seasoning on them.
Oh, Leslie just said a bit of pancetta, a bit of
We've
bacon.
got a
yeah,
great-
those little squares.
Great
yeah, that
recipe
would
we
be
got from
lovely.
America, and I think it'd work brilliant
Yeah,
in here.
with
And that's like
balsamic
got-
syrup, isn't it? Oh,
Absolutely
yeah, really
lovely.
good. I think we should do this again. Paul's new favourite,
And mustard
and mustard.
on the Brussels.
Oh, on the sprouts. Back on the sprouts. Can we do that one again, Paul?
Yeah,
when
sure,
you get
yeah.
a minute?
What have you got in
Because
there?
You loved that, and it was so
Just
tasty.
turn it over.
Let me move that back out of the way.
There you go.
Wow. And that has
Oh, let me
completely
take it off.
toasted. Super hot because it's just out of the microwave.
Yeah, you don't want to leave the toasted sandwiches in the microwave or else the steam
They'll
builds up
sweat,
and then they
won't
go
they?
soggy.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Look at that.
Careful with that. That'll be hot.
that's our meatball one. Meatball
Ah.
and cheese.
Ooh.
And it's your imagination, isn't it?
Meatball, I always think of South Park. Look at that, look.
Careful, Mr. Bradell.
We've had lots of emails in. It's been great to have those
There you go.
emails.
Right.
People asking about whether they can do crumpets in here. Yes, you can. Waffles, yes, you can. Very much most of your veg as well, which we're now going to do. This is like sweetheart cabbage,
This is a new discovery, isn't it,
which
Paul?
is
This is what I had
lovely.
for lunch. It was one of our old presenters from a previous channel, Debbie Jones. She said, oh, you've got to try sweetheart cabbage. And I was like, I will. So I did today, and it was amazing. And I came in raving about it, showing them all the pictures.
You did.
And I don't rave about cabbage. Trust me. But in this,
You
it's
do now.
tasty.
You
You might
do
find that hard to believe, but
been
it was
life-changing.
delicious.
That's brilliant.
Oh, we got
That
3
was
seconds on this
absolutely
live.
Okay.
one
Right.
here.
Oh, beeping, beeping,
Ping,
beeping.
ping.
Beeping, beeping.
So another one coming out live, and it's around about whatever you're cooking, 3 to 5 minutes, or depending on your microwave, the wattage and things, and all depending on what you're cooking. People have been emailing and saying, can I cook frozen things?
Yeah.
Well, if they're things that can be cooked like frozen, from like your fish fingers or sausages,
was
yes,
quick.
you can. Just
was very quick,
cook them for
wasn't it? Yeah.
longer. And like anything, when you cook meat, you make sure it's cooked all the way through.
Yeah, like we always say.
Like
Yeah,
we
make
always
sure
say.
it's cooked through.
Look at that. Can you hear how that's nice and crispy? So no more soggy pasty or slice again.
See, I'd do my sausage rolls like this. And that would be absolutely lovely. Now, hundreds of you already bought, hundreds of you still got items in baskets.
Oh, my word.
Please do check your baskets through. You will not be disappointed. You will absolutely love this. I think you'll use this virtually every day of the week.
Every single day, breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, there is so many things that you can do in this. And I really want you to be thinking, when you invest in this, and it's really worth, when you get it out of the box at home, you're going to be so excited. Because every time you use this, I believe, compared to using a regular oven, you're going to be saving money.
Yeah,
Just
of course.
sheer how fast it does it.
And the
you're
wattages.
only limited by your imagination. The wonderful different sandwiches we've been doing, different veggies, different meats, you know, frozen products, even French greens, complete meals we're doing with our salmon and our veggies. It's just been wonderful. When you look at the plethora of food, you're only limited by your imagination. Oh, another one's ended here.
Oh, another one. Oh,
And you're seeing loads of the ideas there. Salmon, chicken we cooked from fresh, and we cooked the chicken as well with a bit of seasoning, or you could marinate it, and that was like chicken fillets. Everything cooked live on air. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that, just
Beautifully
wonderful.
toasted. You can see the
It
steam
really is
coming off
toasted.
it.
You know what
was
I
in
find
that
with
one?
brown bread, that does caramelise more because obviously it's got a higher sugar content. Look at that.
Oh,
look.
The
right.
brown bread.
Yeah.
Wow. And look at that crispness. And you just don't get that normally, do you, in a microwave? Brownness,
really don't.
crispness.
No,
And in minutes, you've got
never.
that perfect toasty, whatever you want to put in it. And then we've still got loads more food to show
Look
you
at that.
the variety of food.
How
So
good
whether
is
you're cooking
that?
for yourself, whether you are cooking for the grandkids, whether you've got a fussy child who always wants something different to everybody else, you could be cooking their dinner in here while everybody else is eating the same thing. We were saying as well, as long as you've got a microwave, so Paul's dad's got a boat, he uses it on the boat, perhaps you've got a caravan, perhaps you go glamping. If you've got a microwave at work, loads of people have said about taking them into work.
Should we do the halloumi?
Halloumi
commercial
fries,
halloumi
yeah,
fries?
yes, please.
They won't
Thank
be as
you.
good as yours, I don't think.
So, well, we
Yours
do it.
were
You know, it's nice to
super
show
tasty.
both styles.
Yes.
You've got the homemade ones and then the other
We
ones.
do buy these actually, and they are
Yeah,
pretty
they're
good,
good,
aren't they?
yeah.
They are.
Whatever you want to cook in here, you have got such that variety that we're talking about. Choose which colours you want to go for. You've got your charcoal at the moment hanging on. You've got the red and you've got the orange available. It's one for £25, or if you go for two, just automatically add two into your basket. You'll get two for £45. You get an extra £5 discount. It's
And
brilliant,
well
isn't it?
worth getting to, whether you keep them both. Loads of emails about people buying them as gifts as well. Emails we've had in the past too about people that have had them, had to rebuy them because their daughters or their sons have taken them off to university.
them with them, yes.
And now everybody is using them. Because often the cooking facilities aren't great, are they, at a university? And as long as you've got a microwave, someone emailed they're going on holiday and they know there's a microwave they can use, so they're taking it on holiday.
Look at this sizzling burger.
Sizzling
That smells
burger.
Hot
amazing.
and fresh.
Look,
Hot
that is
and
just
fresh.
Wonderful. See the wonderful lines on it?
Look, it's a perfect finish, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah,
And the
it
great thing is, because it's got those griddles in there, it's going to lift it slightly away from the fat that comes out of the burger, isn't
It
it?
certainly is. Look at that.
And did you say about you could always put the cheese on the burger and pop it back
Yeah,
in?
you could do
So
that.
it
Yeah.
melts.
Do
You know, because of how it cooks, I really do think it adds flavour. It's a little bit like
it does.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
your veggies particularly.
a little
flavour
bit like a
enhancer.
it's not a barbecue flavour, but do you know what I mean? It has got
It's that char grill,
charcoal-y,
yeah. Char grill.
grilled to sort of taste.
Oh, get ready.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes, please.
How
Look
good
at
is
that. That looks spot on, doesn't it?
Oh, and you might have just come in. Perhaps you've bought a pretty expensive burger on the way home, and now you're not so happy with it because it's gone a bit cold. That is super hot, straight out of your microwave in an instant. How brilliant is that?
Absolutely.
So when you've come in from work and you just want a really quick snack, here you go. If you want to do a whole dinner, it sounds ridiculous, but lots of people saying, I'm going to do a whole, breakfast in here, a whole dinner in here. For your grandchildren, or if you like the gourmet fish finger sandwiches, how quick for your fish fingers?
This is brilliant for all those snack lunches. So your fish fingers, your chicken goujons, your chicken nuggets.
Which you couldn't do in a microwave without this.
Do you know what? If you have got grandchildren, you want that variety. The great thing is you can get that variety because one day you can do a toasted sandwich, one day you can do chicken nuggets, one day you can do fish goujons.
Waffles.
You could even try them with vegetables.
burgers. The veg tastes so good. Do try them with the veg because I do think they will.
Sausages another day.
Yeah, pigs in blankets are amazing outfit. Or I even like the little cocktail sausages. I don't like them cold.
Yeah, the ones that are
You're
cooked.
meant to eat them cold, like picnic sausages.
You
know.
like them heated
but
up,
they're
don't you?
lovely heated up in this. Absolutely delicious.
Now you've got a lot still to cook, Paul, and we haven't got a lot of time.
No, time is ticking away. Look how much food we've cooked tonight. Every single bit of that live in the show, whether it was the salmon, whether it was the burgers, whether it was the fish fillets, whether it was the fish fingers, whether it was the chicken burger. It could be a chicken Kiev. We've done a slice in there as well, like a veg slice or a meat slice. We did a veggie burger. We did fresh chicken, just with a little bit of marinade or a little bit of seasoning, just chicken fillets. They cooked beautifully, didn't they?
And again, they had that char grill, so it was like they were done on a barbecue. Paul, just recap for us, if you would, from the beginning. If people have just joined us, maybe they're getting up to go to work, or they're just coming in from work. What is it all about, and what we're going to do?
So basically, what you have is the highest grade silicon that's totally heat resistant. It's very easy, very flexible, very heat resistant. You have these wonderful, amazing plates that absorb the microwaves and generate heat inside them, and it gets to 270 degrees, which that will toast your bread, caramelize your sausages, grill your burgers, caramelize your wonderful cauliflower steak.
So clever.
It's
Look
just amazing. All of this was cooked live tonight in front of you, and it's all, I've been probing it to show you how it's cooked it with perfection. I've been munching off camera on it. It's just gorgeous. I've been raving about cabbage.
There was more food actually cooked than you see on that table, but a lot of it has been
Everyone's been eating it. You can get their hands on it, I tell you.
Because it comes out and it just looks and tastes and smells so fabulous. So versatile. Though we're doing sandwiches, which honestly I think you'll use it so many times a week for toasted sandwiches, and it will pay for itself, because toasted sandwiches so expensive if you went to a coffee shop and you're making your own at work, at home. When you're when you're on your holidays in the caravan, as long as you've got a microwave,
you can do all of
got
this
a grill.
food that we've
and
been doing.
It's a bit like, to me, it's a bit like barbecue, and a lot of things have got sort of that.
It has got that char grill taste to it.
Especially the veg and things.
Oh, we've got the cabbage to get out in a minute, haven't we still?
We have.
Paul's just doing another few sandwiches for us. Sausages, we've got chicken nuggets. I love the fact that things like your chicken nuggets and your goujons still get crispy on the outside. I think that's brilliant.
Well, if you put any of these items in the microwave just on their own, they wouldn't brown, they wouldn't look edible, would they?
They
wouldn't
awful.
be. Or they would be awful.
Yeah.
That's about the right word. Whereas this Micro Munch turns your microwave into a grill. It is browning, it is caramelising.
Because it heats up those plates to a really immense temperature, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's not the microwave really that's cooking the food directly. It's actually heating the plates, and the plates are cooking the food and browning the food. It's really clever technology.
It really
but
is.
made so well that even though we've
quality.
used these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times,
They still look new, yeah.
Hundreds of you still on the website with them in baskets. You must check your baskets through. You will kick yourself if you don't get these. So many emails in saying they bought it before Christmas, they love it, they use it every single day, virtually of the week. They bought them as gifts and they absolutely love them. I know when you get this home, you will fall in love with it, because you'll understand when we say it's versatile, just how versatile it is.
Oh, Paul just got very excited. Cabbage. He wasn't talking to us, he's just got the cabbage out. You can see when we open this what we mean when we talk about caramelisation and that barbecue taste.
Oh,
look, yeah.
Paul has
Smoking.
never got excited about cabbage.
I've never got excited, but this, I promise you, is delicious.
We all tasted it earlier because Paul was so enthusiastic about it. We all had
just so
nibble on it.
tasty like that, isn't it?
And all
if you
you
like
did
it more
was-
caramelised, you could do it a bit longer, but that's cooked to perfection.
And what did you put on it? You only just sort of
Some
cooked
spray oil.
Put it into a quarter. A bit of
And
spray oil.
some spray oil and some
like
Seasoning.
all-purpose seasoning.
And it
really is.
tastes
Look how
amazing.
beautiful that
It's really
cuts
well
through.
cooked, yeah.
And it's really, really tasty.
What a great
All of your
side
veg.
dish that is.
Yeah. We're going to do Brussels sprouts, cut them in half.
Yeah.
And put some seasoning on.
Oh, and your
some balsamic
pancetta with
vinegar.
that.
But we've done broccoli and green beans.
It's so tasty.
Mushrooms are so tasty.
I even
in
like it
this.
when it's quite burnt, actually.
Yeah, well, I do.
It
I
adds
think
the
that
flavour,
really
doesn't it?
adds the
does.
taste, doesn't it?
It's just, it's absolutely delicious. And lots of people saying that it's going to make them eat their veg again because they don't tend to bother much with veg because it's an extra pan or it's an extra hassle. Whereas with this, it's so quick and so simple. Honestly, it's fabulous.
The fact that you've got the opportunity to get 2 for an extra discounted price, that's what most people are going for, obviously.
That seasoning is so good on that.
So £25 for one, 2 for 45. Speaking of vegetables, green beans in there as well.
Green beans, done, and it just makes them so flavoursome.
I think some people, green beans and asparagus, really struggle to cook them properly, or find they go a bit soggy and floppy, you know, and you boil them.
Yeah, these have got they're a bit al dente, aren't they? A little bit of crispness.
Well, I think asparagus is really difficult, and it's so easy to overcook asparagus, whereas it's so nice when it's
halloumi fries.
Oh, you see.
Hello.
They delicious. So that's your halloumi. You can do fresh halloumi. We've done that through the show as well, and just tastes amazing. But remember, whether you're doing bits for the kids, the grandkids, chicken nuggets, fish fingers, whether you're doing vegetables to go alongside your dinner, whether we've had a lot of emails in, people saying they're going to do like a whole little breakfast for one on here.
That was a great idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. You could do your hash brown, a bit of bacon or a sausage, some mushrooms on there, grilled tomato.
And then, of course, we did like a whole meal, dinner meal, doing the salmon, asparagus, pepper, and a little bit of lemon. Or we did the chicken fillets as well. You could have a little bit of broccoli in there, and perhaps, you know, sort of a hash brown or something as your potato.
You can do it. You can do like a mini meal on there.
And then we did do a 1-egg
Can I just say,
omelette.
like round here in London and that lot, you'll pay $8.95 for maybe a starter like that.
Higher, Paul.
Is it really
way more?
Gosh,
no. You can tell I'm out of touch.
Honestly, you would not believe.
We'll take you out and you can
and
pay.
you've made it in your micro munch, which is fantastic. So versatile. Loads of inspiration in the show. So watch it back. Go onto YouTube. When this arrives, go onto our YouTube channel and watch the show back, and it'll just remind you of all the things. There is a leaflet that gives you some ideas as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. And a massive congratulations. When you get the box at home, I want you to imagine getting the box at home, opening up, you're going to fall in love with it like we have. It's phenomenal.
And just recap the technology, how it works,
so the
Paul,
technology,
how it cooks.
you've got the really good high-grade food quality silicone, which is very heat resistant up to a very high temperature. You have the amazing plates, which absorbs the microwaves, which gets up to a temperature of about 270 degrees, which will grill your food beautifully, quicker, faster, more flavoursome. Wonderful results in no time at all.
And we've seen all those wonderful results. My goodness, I can't believe how much food you've produced from our micro munch.
This is only half of it.
Oh my word. And cooked to perfection, whatever is there, whether it's a chicken fillet, whether it's a fish fillet, whether it is salmon, whether it is your toasted sandwiches, your fish fingers. Yes, your 1-egg omelette. Your eggy bread was there as well, which
Fish with
delicious.
Noodles, that was one of my favourites. Cuddly toy. Look at that salmon fillet.
And those
how perfectly cooked.
and the biggest pigs in blankets we've ever seen. And mushrooms,
nice.
honestly, I don't think you'll have tasted a mushroom like it. All of that cooked live, purely in the microwaves behind us. And all around about 4 minutes. We say between 3 and 5 minutes for most foods, or depending what your microwave wattage is. But you trial and error, really. If you're cooking meats, always make sure they're cooked all the way through. But on a whole, around about 4 minutes.
Paul's still cooking.
And our last, is it our last toast? I can still hear
There's
things
still
cooking,
microwaves
actually.
going,
Our last toasty sandwich.
But you see how quick and easy this is. I love it. Just well done to everyone.
Huge
From our micro munch.
This is only half of
it.
Not yours till you check it out. Still hundreds sold, hundreds in baskets. So check through. Like Paul says, you will open that box and you will be so excited. And think about gifts as well, because I think for perhaps a student going back to university after Easter,
great gift for
little
students.
Gift.
How much more versatile does it make the kitchen when you've got a micro munch to do all that food?
Or for grandma and granddad, you know, perhaps they're struggling and they don't eat well, because a lot of people say I can't stand for long, so this is brilliant because it's so quick. Again,
there's no stopping
another perfect.
Perfect every single time. Look at that. Look. Hear that? How crispy that is?
Toasted.
There's the crisp.
Out of a microwave.
Crisp and browned.
Yeah.
Go to the website. It's the easiest way to find everything. Just choose which colours you want to go for. You've still got all 3 colours at the minute. You've got your orange, you've got your red, and you've got your charcoal. But please confirm your orders. 673983 is your item number. If you want to go for this, charcoal, red or orange are your colour options. 1 for 25 or 2 for 45.
What a show.
Wow.
Paul, we've got to say a
It's
massive
incredible. Thank you so
as
much.
always.
And thank you for so much for emailing in and going for it.
Yeah,
You're
that's
going to love
great,
it.
isn't it?
It's
to hear
always
from
great
everyone.
to hear from you. We've been really busy on the phones. If you are struggling to get an answer, they will get to you as soon as they can. Best way to order is on our website, shopontvlive.co.uk. On the website, you will find absolutely everything that we've had on the hour. Go to our live hour and go for that micro munch. Other items you want to put in your basket, if you spend over £30, of course you can use PayPal Pay in 3 if you've got PayPal, and of course there's loads of great books that Paul's actually written too. Loads of great ideas for air frying, and honestly, price wise, I can't even imagine how many recipes you've got. One of those books has got 93 pages and there's virtually a recipe on every single page. The other 2 books have got 60 odd, so pages of inspiration. So have a little nosy at everything. But it's the micro munch that it's all about, and it's what you must check your basket out for now. We had the most stock of the charcoal, but that charcoal, 3/4 of
that
the
could go
entire
just after the
stock
show.
has sold out and gone.
Remember, still hundreds of you have got them in baskets right now, so now's the time to check out, isn't it?
It really is, and you won't be disappointed. Even if you only used it for toasted sandwiches, it will pay for itself. Because if you think when you go into a cafe and you pay for a toasted sandwich, how much was that toasted sandwich? I know we've got some prices, and it can be £6. It can be £5. It can be, if you're lucky, just under a £5. But how good was that toasted sandwich? Was it a bit soggy on the bottom? Because they put it into a bag, don't they?
Whenever we get them, they're in a bag, and by the time you get it out, it's all sweated, so it's all soggy. And this is just for ham and cheese toasted,
so if
isn't
you've
it?
nipped out to get a ham and cheese toasty, because the others are more expensive than ham and cheese, and then you get it back to work and it's all soggy, what you could actually do instead is take your sandwich in your micro munch, take it into work, put it in the microwave. Or even if you just want toast at work, because no one lets you have toasters now, do they? All of a sudden, and we've had emails about that saying, I'm taking it into work because we haven't got a toaster. I can have a toasted sandwich for lunch. But actually, if you wanted, you could do fish fingers in there for lunch.
And lots of self-catering places that you talk about don't have a proper oven. They just have a microwave.
And it makes your microwave into a really quick, easy grill. We were talking about fussy children.
Yes.
And if you've got one child that just won't eat the same as everybody else, you can be so easily cooking them a different dinner. And it could be salmon, it could be chicken fillets, it could be fish fingers.
Fish finger sandwich.
It could be
bacon sandwich, eggy bread
bacon's
there.
Amazing in here. And that salmon flakes, it cooks the fish just perfectly. The best burgers and the biggest of the pigs in blankets, but you could do your regular pigs in blankets. I love the little cocktail sausages, but I don't like them cold.
No.
I like them warmed up. And though obviously it doesn't give a barbecue flavour, it does give that sort of extra taste to your meats, to your vegetables as well. Please try vegetables in here. We had a cauliflower steak, which tasted amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Cabbage heart, delicious. Your asparagus, your broccoli. We're going to do sprouts. We're going to cut them in half, put a little bit of seasoning, some balsamic vinegar, and a little bit of mustard, and they will be
bacon bits.
delicious.
Ooh, nice.
So many emails from people asking questions tonight, which has been great. Thank you. But also thank you to the people emailing in that have already got it.
Yeah.
Saying, I make the best. Although it's corned beef and red onion, I think it was the best.
Yeah, pickled red onion.
Pickled red onion sandwich. So if we didn't answer your question, we do apologise. We just had so many tonight, but we always do after the show.
We love to hear from you.
Read through them all, and it is always lovely
it's great.
to hear from you.
So if you want to go for your micro munch, still got all 3 colours, 673983. get it home. If you've got it in a basket, still hundreds of you with it in a basket right now. You've got to check out and confirm those orders. Don't miss out. £25 for one, or two, you get an extra £5 off, two for £45. It's a brilliant deal.
And whether you keep them both for yourself, have one at home, have one at work, have one at home, one at the holiday home. Perhaps you've got a caravan. Lots of people on about taking these abroad on holidays because they know the hotel they're staying in has a microwave that they're able to use. So at lunchtime, so easy to do the kids a toasted sandwich, which they're going to love and eat. Or a lot of people that have got caravans or boats.
Yeah, not a lot of space.
You've got a microwave. And all of a sudden, you've got such a versatile microwave.
You really have. Absolutely brilliant. It makes your microwave into a grill.
So check your baskets through. Lots still in baskets. Can't believe we're this busy, actually, coming up to 3 a.m. It's been lovely to have your company. And if you have bought it, don't forget, go onto our YouTube channel and re-watch the show when it arrives, because that'll give you loads of inspiration as to all the things that Paul has done for us tonight. Check everything else out on the website as well. We've got our cheese mill. We've also got our books. So we've got loads of items. If you spend over £30, of course, you can use PayPal Pay in 3, obviously, as long as you've got it. So if you've got the cheese mill there, go for that. That is a fabulous product.
Yeah, this makes grating cheese and so much more so much easier. All types of your hard cheese. It could be cheddar, red Leicester, double Gloucester. Brilliant for Parmesan. If you bought it just for grating fresh Parmesan, it's worth every single
And it's got
penny.
a little lid so you can put it in the fridge and just get it out and use it as and when. But then you can do your things like your chocolates and your eggs. Honestly, boil your eggs, pop them in here, and it makes the fluffiest eggs for sandwiches or for salads. Nuts in there and crackers and things. To do biscuit base is ideal, but also to do toppings for cakes.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're a baker and put your chocolate in there. Good tip, actually, for if you're doing breadcrumbs, put a cracker in with the bread if your bread's quite fresh and it makes great breadcrumbs. That'll be great for the kids. Their
All your
favourite
sweet
chocolate.
treats, favourite chocolates
Over
or
an ice
favourite
cream.
biscuits in there, over an ice cream or your favourite dessert, maybe a cake or a gâteau. You can do nuts in there as well. You get the two blades, remember. You've got fine and coarse grating. You just switch those blades over depending on what you're doing. But it's suitable for so many things. This is the egg that Hayley was talking about. If you want light and fluffy eggs, brilliant for your egg sandwiches and your egg mayonnaise.
Yeah, over as well, salads. You could be doing toppings for jacket potatoes, or you could be doing toppings to go on pizzas or something to go on top of the pasta. Or like we say, if you do like to bake, those biscuit bases that you need, or you could be doing toppings for your cakes and your desserts. Honestly, it's often the prep that takes the biggest amount of time. But when it's so quick and easy, it's a little bit like a pepper mill, just back and forth. All of a sudden, that prep is so quick and simple. I think it's a necessity, really, for every kitchen. And I think it works so well alongside the Micro Munch, because you could be doing fillings to go in your sandwiches.
Great for every single kitchen. That ease of use, that kitchen prep made so much easier. 226-273 is the item number, just £20. And remember, if you are thinking of cheese and you don't grate all of the cheese and there's still some in there, comes with a little cap, like we said, you can pop it into the fridge. So as a Parmesan grater alone, it's absolutely brilliant. I've been really busy on that tonight. So 226-273 is your item number there for the gourmet cheese mill.
Been a fabulous night, and whether you're going for the cheese mill, whether you're going for the Micro Munch, or whether you're actually thinking, oh, you showed us those air fryer books. We've got 3 fabulous books written by Paul, who's been with us all night, and he writes a recipe book so well. Loads of inspiration in there. In one book, there's about 93 pages, and virtually every page has got actually a recipe on it. And then you've got 2 other books alongside that. You can buy them all separately, but the best deal is the 3 together. And there's another 60-odd pages in both the other books. There's sort of takeaway meals, there's soups, there's coronation chicken, there's vegan, there's vegetarian, there's starters, main courses, desserts, and sides. Great gift if someone likes to air fry as well. So 549 182. And of course, that's £15. Remember, if your basket spend is over £30, you can use PayPal Pay in 3. So if you're buying the books alongside other items, honestly, get that basket spend over 30 and split that cost. But back to our Micro Munch. What a great night. It has been your
I've got to
favourite.
change the details for you so you can get that last chance to get that Micro Munch.
And still hundreds of you with these in basket.
Hundreds.
Finishing the show at 3 a.m, super busy. I don't know whether you're getting up to go out into work or whether you've come back from work, but I know you will use this virtually every day of the week, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner. It could be a snack. It could be doing a whole little dinner in there for one if you like. It's so versatile, honestly.
But the perfect toasted sandwich every single time, done in the microwave. Just choose which colours you want to go for. Orange, red or charcoal. 1 for 25 or 2 for 45.
Don't go anywhere. Turn over to our Freeview channel right now and we've got loads going on. We'll see you later.